Hey all, J-Man here. I just want to tell you about beardedshirts.com. It's a great place to get a lot of cool superhero shirts and other merchandise. You can scroll, they've always got sales on. As you can see, they've got these really cool print all over shirts, which I really love. That's Eddie, the founder of the site. And if you're looking for stuff, all you got to do is you click on the search here and you can type in all over. And that's going to show you the all over prints, which are really, really cool. Look at that. You got Legion of Superheroes, you got Brave and the Bold, you got JSA, you got Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all kinds of stuff. So check out beardedshirts.com. Hello, Legionnaires. It is Monday, so that means it's time to talk about the Legion of Superheroes. This is episode number 35, episode 35 of the Legion of Superheroes. Woo! We're covering 4 comics today. 2 are adventure comics, 2 are action comics, and the action comics are just backup. So going forward, we'll do 4 appearances. So the next one will be the next 4 action comics. We'll do that, and then we'll just kind of see how it goes. It doesn't have to be 3 every time. We're going to keep it loose. 3, 4, maybe 5. No, I think 4 is the most we'll ever do. Even if they're backup stories, I think 4 is a good number. Before we start it all up, tomorrow is Dazzler time. We're going to talk about the next 4 issues of Dazzler. That's going to be me and Scotty Vaughn and Cliff on comics. So that's going to be tomorrow night, same time. And then this Friday, Born Again, Daredevil Born Again. Darn, you know what I just realized? Could have done that on Good Friday. That would have been an interesting one to do on Good Friday, which is not too far away, but it is what it is. It worked out that we're doing Born Again on this Friday, so that's going to be pretty cool. And then 1 week from today, we're back talking Legion, and then in a couple of weeks, we're starting the Fantastic Four. We're going to be doing Fantastic Fridays. So every Friday, we're going to talk about 4 Fantastic Four issues. It's all F's. F this Friday, Fantastic Four Friday, 4 issues. Woo! So there you go. Let's say a good thanks to the Legionnaires. Dan, who signed up right away. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. Sean, Stephen, and Clobby, my friends. Thank you. Brennan, who you've seen a few times in chat here and there. Picasso, who's been a member for, I think, Picasso, you're out a month now. So going to have to get you something from Bearded Shirts here, buddy. Let's see. I think the next draw is going to be April. And so far, I believe all of the previous members have gotten a shirt. Yes, Cliff got a shirt. So Picasso, I think you're going to be up for something from Bearded Shirts for a print all over. So make sure you're following me on Twitter so I can get your information. It's Gasp J-Man. So it's in the link. And Cliff, thank you. You'll see Cliff tomorrow, and RR and Philip Story, who are our newest members. Thank you so much for joining. We really appreciate it. And then once we get into the rotation, we'll get you guys something as well. And then once we have, as I'm getting new members, I want to make sure everyone is getting something. And then once we've cycled through all the members, and then we're going into round 2 of Bearded Shirts giveaways, I'll re-enter everyone, and then we just do, from that point on, we'll just do random draws. Right now, I'm just doing it as people sign up. So once you cross over the month, I'll try to get you something. If we have 2 members, I'll flip a coin, and then the next member will get the next time. You know what I'm saying? So unless I get 10 members in the next 5 minutes or something, that's how I'll do it to make sure everybody gets something. So, okay. Let's start. Let's get in our first Legionnaire so we can get this thing going.
Hey.
Hello. No. Hey. We're all on brand. Not only am I Legion Bearded, I've got my pint glass. They also have glasses at Bearded Shirts. Yep. So I'm drinking fruit. It's just fruit punch. It's not any. I only consume alcohol. I am not a typical Canadian. I only drink 2 beers a week.
Oh, I
So,
drink 0 beers a week, so
0 beers a week?
yeah, I
Oh,
don't keep it in my
dude,
fridge or anything. Yeah.
you're in trouble.
It's in the Canadian Criminal Code, eh?
Yeah.
Like there's legal precedent setting cases in law.
Minimum 2 a week, or else you're gonna get in trouble
I
from
know.
the Mackenzies here.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring in. We've got the official intro now. Thanks to the chief engineer on Clobby's channel, we have been able to obtain Clobby's official intro.
It's Clobberin time.
There you go.
Sorry,
Hey, Clobby.
I'm muted there.
You're
It's
muted.
J-Man in time.
Yes.
It's J-Man and Sean in time with Clobby just hanging around being the hanger on.
Well,
So
we should be okay this time because my computer crashed on me. What was happening is that I have a mini PC, so it's about this big. My PC is this big, and I have it on all day because I was working from home, and so I didn't go into the office, and it was just overheating. So I bought a little mini fan that's as big as the computer, and I just put it on top of the computer, and it's powered by the computer. It's awesome. It's noiseless, so it's perfect. So it hasn't overheated, so I should be totally good.
cool. That's right. Excellent.
And then I shut down as I'm talking. No, in Deathstalker 2. Oh my god, I said Deathstalker 2.
Electric.
Do you have it?
I do have it. If you mention Deathstalker, you have to play this. Sorry, it doesn't matter what stream I'm on, whether it's a Legionnaire stream or not. I've got to play it. Sorry.
I'll have my revenge, and Deathstalker 2.
All right, sorry about that. I had to play it.
Oh boy.
So I had my I have the soundtrack that I bought. I actually own the soundtrack to Deathstalker 2. But
there's
no.
people in the world that can make that claim. That's what it's new.
Yeah. Well, Sean and I are going to the premiere of Deathstalker 2025 with starring Daniel Bernhardt.
Remake mentality. What's wrong with you?
Yep, they're remaking it. I got 2 advance tickets to the premiere because I backed the project.
In Toronto.
You made it then.
Yeah.
If they make it, if they end up really making it, please make this movie.
Please make it, man.
Please make this movie.
I'll be there with bells on. It'd be
Thanks.
awesome.
What's wrong with you? I don't care. I'm mad. I care, but I don't. Only because they shouldn't remake things.
Well, it's not a remake, actually. It's continuing the story.
Oh, well, that's different. That is
It's not a remake. So there's going to be 5 Deathstalker movies, and I own the first 4 on VHS. That's how awesome I am. They're all right there too. That's how
I'm sure
cool.
we'll make a VHS of this too.
They did.
That now, yeah.
They did make a VHS of it. You could play. You could get the VHS. All right, let's say hello to our good friends in the chat here. LT, man. Avon lives, baby. Got my Avon right there. I got my Ave on. FK. That was FK. Superman is the devil's part. Oh yes, I read. Okay, so I read the other. I read that too. I love it.
This looks too awesome to pass up.
Yeah, Philip, our newest member. Thank you. Oh, some of the best stories in the backups. Yes. Oh, is that Alex Ross Green Lantern? Oh, that Green Lantern, Green Arrow. That's awesome. Green is my favorite color, though. There's no green at all on this. There's just a green chair, but
you have a Brainiac 5 on your shirt.
I do have Brainiac.
In your green chair.
There you go. I also got this. Sean and Clobby, close your eyes for a second. I got this. It's pretty neat.
Well,
so Big Barda.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Graceful.
It's a scra- Yeah, well, it's Big Barda. It's Jack Kirby. Kirby's alive.
No, it's not. It's a Pop Funko.
Hey, Joe Dog, what's going on?
Funko Pop.
Yeah, it's not going to work out. We got to because I got to keep the schedule because Fantastic Four is heating up. I want to get into it because that's a current thing that people are talking about. So I want to get into the Fantastic Four. We're going to finish up Daredevil and 2 more streams.
Like side story, there was a big Comic-Con here in Toronto that I didn't go to, and I don't think J-Man went to either. But it's hyped up in the news. When it's hyped up in the news, you know it sucks, right? But it's this big, huge hyped up Comic-Con, and then when they showed it on the news, it's like every table was everything but comics. It's like there's
What?
like Funko Pops, there's
Funkos.
candy, there's T-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mostly
The comic thing now, they like sold it.
there
like
is one table with comics.
There's one table with comics I saw, but you can probably get those guys not paying $60 to $80 to get in, right?
Right. No.
So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, this one's like 30 or 40 to get in. It's a smaller one. The problem is that Sean and I go to comic shows that are only for comics only.
Yeah.
And they're just too awesome. Like there's no point in going to these.
$5 to $10 to get in. It's that those are real comic nerds don't go to the hyped up comic shows like that.
No. Hey Ethan.
That's my decree. I don't know if
Hey Mark, what's going on? Here we go into the adventure. Yes.
Hey Mark. Hey.
I can't believe we're at the end of Adventure Comics. So now I can't show. I was showing my collection, but it's done. I actually have Adventure Comics continuing on because I do like Supergirl, and then it goes into Spectre and Aquaman and all that, and I like those too. But yes, Deathstalker, love it. I love Deathstalker. Deathstalker Warriors from Hell, yes. Denmark. Continue from the Warriors from Hell. So none of the Deathstalker movies continue. Well, actually, Deathstalker 4 has the actor from Deathstalker 1.
Yeah.
Joe Dog. Nobody's a big Funko Pop person. Even though it's just plastic, like everything else we do is plastic. But
I know, but it looks like crap.
for some reason, this
big head, dead doll eyes.
I like the deformed stuff.
And as Michael calls them, they're just dust collectors.
No offense to anybody, but everything in my room is collecting dust, regardless of what it's
That's
made.
not what I mean, though. They're not toys. It's just dust collectors.
I don't know what they are. Like,
Well,
they're beady
they're
babies.
yeah, but they last a long time, man.
This is
Yeah,
still
they've been
going,
around a while. Yeah.
and this Funko thing's not going anywhere. It's still going.
Is it though? They're not worth as much as I hear a lot of people getting stuck with them, and they're burning a bunch of those suckers.
It doesn't matter if they're worth it. It's like, my wife gets them for her.
And that much anymore.
But people bought them on spec, and they're idiots. It's like never buy anything on spec.
Correct. Yes.
Like,
So, but we bought when we were kids. We bought comics on spec and whatever. So
yeah, but when we were kids, when I was 14, it's like 38-year-olds buying a bunch of Funko Pops. Like, those are going to be worth something. It's like, you don't know.
Same with Superman. Same with the death of Superman. There's 4,000 people at that comic shop, and I don't remember seeing any one of them. I was there every week to get comics. I'm like, I haven't seen you.
None of you were in this comic shop before.
A buddy of mine had my friend's shop when it happened. He had the radio was there. They had a big event. They had people ride up around the block, wrapped around the block, and they weren't comics people.
Like, what was going on in the news at the time? It's like the news media was just descending.
Because DC, remember, there's not as much no internet really or anything like that. DC was able to get it out there through. I mean, it was reported in major news outlets and shit like that.
Yeah,
it was so stupid.
Well, it got people talking.
Huh?
But sorry, I was gonna say it got people talking, but it's like people that don't know comics, that don't know they're just gonna bring them back, right?
Just a gimmick, a temporary gimmick. Oh man, I love those. Where'd you get those? I got those.
Yeah,
I love my digest, especially the adventure one.
Check that. This might be interesting to you guys. This is a beat up comic. It's torn. The cover's torn. One of my coworkers gave this to me just for a random.
Oh yeah, Perez cover. Love it. I love the cover anyway. The interior's different story. I don't know if it's Jose Delbo or.
Oh, there's like this is like a poster or something.
Yeah, I remember that was so weird, that phrase. I remember being annoyed when they would put a poster like that in some of those comics.
Huh.
Is that a Mark Jeweler, or is that just a regular poster? Is that a video poster? What's the poster look like?
It's stupid. It's Atari. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, an Atari. Yeah. This is not a Mark Jeweler. Those are really annoying.
Yeah, and I've got some random. These are some of these adventure comics I have triples of, like triples, quadruples. Like I've got like a few of these.
Oh man, there you go. There's one 197.
Like I've got a few of them. Like I've got 2 or 3. Like
good. That's classic. Remember, that's the one I think I normally tell people to start with when they say, "Well, why don't I start with Legion?" we're of course, we're being bold, and we've gone back to the very beginning. But remember, I said, hey, that's a good starting point. That was the first time they had their own. They're on the title of a comic, if you don't count the 4-issue reprint a couple of years earlier that just reprinted the Computo story.
That Computo story is awesome. I've got 3 of this. I think this is one of my favorite stories.
Oh, yeah. Getting into the Grell covers and the Grell stuff.
I've got a bunch of these too. Every time I see one of these, I grab it.
Adams, yep, I have multiples of that one too.
Yeah, I mean, they're addictive. Timberwolf Superboy 197. Yeah, that one's awesome.
I have that on a shirt. I wish it was an all over shirt, but it's still a shirt. It's the cover of a shirt.
Yes. Hey, Phantom Outsider. Did I miss? Hey, how's it going? I'm trying to go back to the comments. Did I miss anybody?
Fanty
I
Outsider.
think I got everybody.
Yes. What's up, Fanty?
All right. Okay. This one is
ready.
Yep, ready.
Ready for it? All right. All right, everybody. Adventure Comics, volume only. Number 379, April of 1969. Cover by Carmen Infantino and Neil Adams. I'm actually very skeptical of that personally, that even with Infantino layouts, but he did once in a while Adams would ink stuff, so it's credible. But that's neither here nor there. I'm about comic art. Writer Jim Shooter, penciler Jim Shooter, Win Mortimer, inkers Jack Abel, Howard Stern's cousin. Ugh. Anyway, letterer John Costanza, and editor Mort Weisenheimer.
Okay. Now I read this. I got confused on my dates. I read this, and then we did Earth B. So I'm like, okay, I read this one weeks ago.
Yeah.
I remember. I found it pretty interesting that that if you look on this cover and in the background, you can see the Genesis planet. I'm just joking.
This is a continuation of. This is part 2.
This is part 2. Yeah, I was just saying that they're shooting him to the Genesis planet.
Yes,
you can see it in the background.
And all the souls I've encountered in my travels. His was the most Kryptonian.
His was the most Kryptonian soul. There's the Bible. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a Bible.
He's reading the Bible. For some reason, my eye gets messed up, and I keep thinking his arm is extending out here.
Yeah, it looks weird. I don't know why there's a rear view mirror.
It does look
like a view mirror on the thing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
It's the meteor's coming this way in your blind spot, right?
But I'm glad that now the title says Bible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bible.
And who is this dude anyway?
We'll find out. You'll find out, General. And when you do, who is it? Who is this in the
I love I love Adams and all that stuff, and if Infantino did last, but who makes the decision to put the only 2 Legionnaires show up at this funeral are Invisible Kid and Shrinking Violet.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, poor old Superboy. We didn't do an autopsy. We just shot his ass out in space for no reason.
I do like that.
We'll get to that later.
I do like that the word Bible is safely out of the way of that guy's hand. But if you were to remove his hand, it wouldn't make any sense because it's way over this way on the cover.
Yeah, it's like left justified or whatever. Like why is it like left justified on the cover here?
Y'all guys, I want you to make sure you put the word Bible on there and make sure people can know it's the Bible, that bald dude from the 30th century is reading the Bible.
Why didn't they have anything on the back like 5 out of 5 stars says, like they should have had reviews on the back.
Mort Wissinger had 2 notes. It's like put Bible on that book and put a big ass side view mirror on that.
Yeah,
shit.
Why do you need the side view mirror? Oh God! I guess I never thought of that. But yeah, it's like the Bible thing kills me. I'm like, this is the 30th century.
Why is he reading the Bible? He doesn't know what.
Why is that guy? There's a passage in Genesis, blah blah blah, whatever, that says. Superboy, God created the universe in 25 minutes and created Superboy later. And accidentally created kryptonite or something. I don't know. burial in space.
Yeah. We're too late, Superboy's dead. Oh, I'll throw him out the weirlock.
So, well, I guess we'll get to this point in the story later because holy shit.
Yeah. No, I like FK. 5 out of 5 says Polly Fossley. I'll try to put down the back.
Oh my goodness.
Jean-Claude Picard.
Yeah.
If Van Damme and Picard had a baby, it'd be Jean-Claude Picard.
Eject him from it. Of all the sinners I've encountered in my travels, number one.
Jewel Damsel looks like she's like asleep. Like,
well, look at what in the hell is Brainiac 5 doing? Never mind. Does he have green boots or does his barefoot?
He's the coziest in that shot there.
All right, so this fellow. So, okay, last time these we've presumed they're all dead, but they're
last one, Legion of Surveillance. Yeah. They were poisoned. By special poison that could even kill
Superboy, an area with his ass.
And there's.
Yeah, and by the way, they just automatically gave up, no cure ever, because it's the coolest poison ever, I guess. It's the greatest poison ever. So we're dead. We may as well just, kick the bucket. We'll just give it up.
Right.
And remember, the cool part of that story was that Karate Kid's like, if I'm dead, I'm going out to fight, man. And he goes, he hunts down the Fatal Five. Let's just forget how he found him. But that's the best part of that issue for me. It's like, that is so cool. That's why I love Vile Armor. I've always loved the characters. Like, man, he has no powers, and he's always hanging out with these superpowered people. He goes and picks a fight with the 5 most dangerous outlaws. So if I'm going out, I'm going out hard, man. It was so Klingon of him.
Yeah, everyone handled it in their own way. So they each, like, some people just what's her name, just spent time with her family, Duo Damsel, whatever. So
she wouldn't. So our fan, it was all pretty good. It's just Brainiac should have been working.
Yeah, he kind of comes up with a theory at the end, but then we don't really see anything. So here the other Legionnaires show up, and they're like, "This guy's here." And they're like, "Who are you?" "I'm from another universe." "Okay."
Serons.
Yeah, Serons. I don't know.
Seron, run. The Seron.
Yeah, Seron, run. The Seron, run.
Oh, so.
"I decree that today shall be known as Dead Legionnaire Day." "Damn you! You killed our friends." No, I did not kill them. That's like, he did.
That guy did right there. I don't even know who he is.
I don't know who that is, but he looks suspicious.
So he killed you guys, and I froze you in time.
Yeah.
And we need you for something.
This is like the Doctor Who 50th. They've frozen Gallifrey in a single moment of time.
Single moment of time.
The calculations would take hundreds of years. Hundreds and hundreds.
And I've had hundreds and hundreds of years.
I love that.
I did too.
That special. It's just so good.
I adore it.
Okay, so this guy takes these guys on into another universe. Mysteries of
Asgard. So these people are, how do I put it? But they're like I don't know. They just sit around and look at their computer all day.
Yeah, there's do you remember? I don't want to say they reminded me a little bit of the underground guys in Beneath the Planet of the Apes, but not really.
They're not jerks, though.
They're not jerks, though.
They're so indolent. They're extraordinarily, brilliant beings, but they everything's so automated. Boy, this is so on the nose. This stuff right now.
Yeah,
everything's so automated.
They're getting fed like babies.
Yeah, they get fed like babies by their machines. All they do is look, surf the internet all day and argue on Twitter, I guess.
Yeah.
And
so they have no physicality anymore. It's like WALL-E, where
it's WALL-E, yeah.
Except they're skinny, and they don't really do a great job of selling that because they can look like they can walk around and stuff. And here's the thing that gets me: you could create weapons that can annihilate anybody with your. You created the technology
with your intellect,
with your intellect to make you not even have to, do anything.
Yeah.
You didn't think to make what something to keep a bunch of dumb primitives out?
Yeah, like what the heck?
So they need the Legion.
So basically, yeah, I mean, and again, there's a lot of things going on. A little bit of Time Machine where you got like the useless kind of Eloy, but in this case, these Twitterites or whatever Serons, the Seatopians from Godzilla. So the Serons are just all they do is have their mind powers and they just argue and think about things and everything is automated. And then these primitive ape, these big huge guys come and they're like, "Well, they're going to beat us up, so we need the Legion to help." It's like, all right.
This story makes no sense.
I was gonna say like the Serons look a lot like the Greys. That this is way before that phenomenon, where people started reporting that they were abducted by aliens that looked like this, with the big black eyes. And they kind of
this is the alien autopsy alien.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was the Seron
Except
from
one
Alien
of them has
Autopsy.
One of them has a Colonel
alien
Sanders.
autopsy aliens.
One of them has a Colonel Sanders beard, though.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah.
I don't know why the rest of you can't do a damn beard like me. We're
Yeah.
too lazy to grow a beard, sir.
I'm the smartest because I have a
Actually,
beard.
I'm the only one that wasn't smart enough to buy one of those beard remover thingies like everyone else has.
We have been invaded. How? Invaded? By whom?
So if this were like some other advanced race, they're just brutes. They're strong and all that crap, but there's like a couple hundred brutes or something, right?
Yeah, and there's one smart guy that's like ruling them all or whatever.
Yeah, and he's still just a chucklehead with a he's a caveman with a club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They had
couldn't
no
they-
advanced weaponry.
Yeah.
They could have created a biological virus to wipe their asses out. I mean, they could do anything to these guys. How about a force field? How about
I was going to say, like, how about a simple force field? Like,
how about transport their asses to another planet? You could do that too, but you could do anything with your technology.
yeah.
But they're wimps.
You see, we are complete losers and wimps because that is what the story requires of us.
Yes, we need
like, oh, I
superheroes.
see. Can't you
And
stop
yet-
jokers? Oh, I
We
know.
get the point. We'll stop these jokers. Dun.
We were watching cartoons and we saw this show about you guys. They're like the
Oh
aliens,
my god.
the aliens
Galaxy
in
Quest.
Galaxy Quest, except that at least those aliens were smart. These
I
smart
love
ones
Galaxy
are stupid.
Quest, man. That's a
I
great
love-
movie.
One of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, that's a great movie. I saw that.
Yeah,
in the
we were
theater.
reading comics and we found you guys.
Yeah, we read comics of your planet and we saw the Legion of
Like the
Superheroes.
comics. It must be real.
It must be real. Can you actually do everything? We can.
Yes. So
Three amigos.
now again, they're so smart. Why don't they bring Monel?
I know.
Yeah.
They can't have Superboy because of the story, but
Right.
what about Monel, man? And I don't know, Timberwolf. Some
Hey,
some muscle.
Yeah.
Is Jonah a descendant of Jonah Hex, maybe?
Jonah.
Yeah.
They should have had him as a descendant of Jonah Hex.
Maybe eventually Jonah, went to Rimbor.
It's like, what's the problem? These guys are losers. Yeah, they're total losers. Chemical Kin just turn them into dust.
Yeah.
Before Chemical King turns them into dust. Check out
These guys are like walking. They're like, hey guys, they'll be there. We'll be there in a couple of days. It's kind of a long walk, We're walking slowly. They said something later about they were knocking out other settlements and stuff. Of who?
Yeah.
So there's a mental force blockade.
Right.
And they punch it.
Oh, but they can punch it, so it's not that really much of a problem.
If you can't get through a force field, you just punch it.
Punch.
You can't get through a force field, just punch it. So I'm just making. Let's do a musical episode where we turn every issue into a musical. We'll do a musical stream. And these Serons are getting beat up by these pink guys who look pretty lame.
This makes no sense. Why does it take four of them to beat up that little wimp who can't even tie his own shoelaces if he had shoelaces?
Yeah.
I mean, he needs a computer to spoon feed him like a baby. I'm pretty sure one of those dudes who can slug it out with Ultra Boy, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, he would be a pulp right there. Well, I mean,
Mhm.
God, that's overkill. We could like beat him with his pinky. Because the Legion, as we see, they can't handle him either.
No.
Now there's Timberwolf. You got again, they don't bring enough tough Legionnaires. You got Timberwolf and Ultra Boy.
Phantom Girl.
So that's
And
a
what's
pretty good
Phantom
power.
gonna? Yeah, Phantom
Nothing.
Girl's gonna walk through them. Like I don't
And
understand.
they caught her before. Well, she was intangible for some reason. By the way, nope. If intangibility is your power, and there's a bunch of pink brute guys around, stay intangible.
Yeah, just become intangible again. You've done it once.
Yes, and then you can just like aggravate. You can annoy them. Go, hey, touch me. Oh, you can't. Does this bug you? Does this bug you? I'm not touching you.
Yeah, so this guy's getting beat up. I'll use my mental stuff. Ugh,
Yeah.
We don't care about mental stuff. This is a really cool. They're playing Warhammer.
Yeah.
I'm like, Starboy is like, quiet. We're trying to play Warhammer. Chameleon Boy's like, damn it, where are my forces gonna go? And
Yeah, every centimeter is a foot. It's like
hey, Ultra Boy, you moved your troops too far. Oh, they can only do two rounds every second turn. What are you doing? Oh, I forgot. Phantom
goodness.
Girl's like, I didn't even paint my models. Oh, Phantom Girl, you never paint your models. Like, you're so lazy.
yeah.
And this is the one thing that's interesting about this is we'll get to it in a minute, I guess. Jim likes the soap opera.
Yeah.
He really does later because look at he's starting to work on the Joe Na Tia Wazo relationship, which will be resounding throughout Legion lore, the Ultra Boy and Phantom Girl. I know that was already touched on a little bit before this, but it was him. It was his idea.
I mean, I kind of like it because I find it to be cute. So I don't know. It's
No, that's nothing wrong with it. I'm not. Don't tell Raquel on me now because she gets mad at me. She hates any romance stuff in anything to the point where I'm like, wait a minute. Sometimes, I mean, life's not realistic. It's not in some stories.
Who's the best supervillain?
Out of every superhero comic book.
The best supervillain ever? Well, not counting Stan Lee. No.
Nice.
No. Who is the best supervillain?
Doctor Doom.
I guess.
That's
Like
my-
an overall guy.
He and the Joker are my 1 and 2 because one represents complete chaos and the other one represents the dictator villain who thinks he's right about everything, who thinks he's good.
Right.
The villain who thinks he's good when he's not.
Yeah, I guess Doctor Doom is a good. That's a good stand. I never really thought about who's my favorite villain in that sense. I guess Doctor Doom, if you have to pick somebody.
We did it as a list one time on my show way back in the old days of the other BTR, and I went with those two because they represent everything supervillains are. You have two different types. You have there are a couple different types, but you have the Dominator villain who thinks he doesn't think he's a villain,
Right.
because he says, I think he's the ego villain. He's the one that says I should be running the world. And he'll do anything to get it. So he's a villain, no question about it, but he doesn't think he is. And the Joker relishes it and loves it and does it he's doing it for fun, which makes him more dangerous than anybody. Except if he had at least he doesn't have superpowers. So, I mean, the Joker went well, not the way he's been ruined lately. Not the modern idiot one, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Don Troy's great. Yeah. Actually, this Action Comics issue had the best Joker ever because everyone became Bizarro versions. So he became Bizarro Joker. So he was sane. He was super intelligent and sane. It was so awesome. And he was dressed in like a nice suit and he's talking to Superman. And Superman was the only person on Earth who was not a Bizarro. And Joker was a Bizarro Joker, but because it's reverse, he was sane and intelligent. So they teamed up. It was Joker was the best thing in that issue. He's like,
who wrote that?
Jason Aaron.
Jason Aaron.
Oh man.
Isn't
Then
that
at the end,
crazy?
I'm like, because Superman's gonna correct everything. He goes, you know what that means, and Joker's like, yes, I know. And he goes, it was a pleasure and an honor to work with you, sir. And then he goes back to being like crazy ass Joker.
Yeah, it was so good. I got chilled. I was like, Joker's like, oh, you're gonna undo. Like, Superman's like, I have to undo everything, so everything will go back. And he's like, that means that you're done. And he's like, yeah, I know that, but it was a pleasure and everything. I'm like, I was in shock of those 3 issues.
Wow.
I'm completely in shock. I was like, who wrote this?
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Read the last 3 issues of Action Comics to see if you like. I was in Superman just shakes off, like he becomes Bizarro, but he shakes it off.
And I said this in my review that I'm gonna post it. I have him on a queue, but but there, it's just a Superman story. There's no sun. There's none of this team bull crap from the Action Comics.
Team.
I mean, from Superman Comics, it's a Superman story. Just do more of that.
If there's anyone that can make me read a new comic, it's probably the combo of the 2 of you. I don't know if J-Man has that superpower quite that much as my consultant of reading things or not reading things. But with Sean endorsing him as well, I mean, it probably takes to combine. It's like a world's finest thing type where it takes Superman and Batman to do it. The 2 of you might be able to convince me to read that.
All right. The world's finest of J-Man and Sean team up to get Clobby to read a comic.
Yeah.
I'm being serious here. No, there's no one else on the planet that could get me to read that comic, probably.
It's just the
I was in shock
of Action Comics, yeah.
And shocker, it's a 3-part story. That's it. Yeah. Just a 3-part story. It's all fighting. Superman when he became Bizarro, I thought, oh God, here we go. He shakes it off. He's just like, no, I cannot turn, and he just undoes it. And then he's fighting Bizarro in his mind, while Joker's protecting his body, and everyone's going crazy. And Joker's so good because he's sane. It's just and like at the end of issue 2, where he goes, "There's only one person on Earth that can help me," and he flies to the Joker. It's like the one sane person because he's so insane that the Bizarro thing turned him normal. I'm like, not normal, intelligent. Like he's still intelligent, but sane.
Yeah,
he's the most sensible person. It was so good. I might do a stream on that just for the hell of it because it was so interesting.
It might get me in trouble, but I'll read it because other friends. I think another friend was telling me to read it, and I tell him no, just to be an a-hole. But even Fancy probably couldn't get me to read that, but you both could, so you may have succeeded.
Try it out. I was stunned when I said if you watch my video, I never read out the credits and comics because people, if I hate someone, it sometimes influences my thing. And I said, oh, this is a great comic. And I don't edit my video. So while I'm talking, I'm like, this is a great comic. I'm like, who wrote this? And I was like, Jason Aaron. And you could see my shock in the video. I was like, oh, I'm like, hey.
Well, I've heard he's a dumbass, but I've not read his stuff, to be fair. So,
I don't know.
If it's Tom King, I won't touch it.
No, he's brutal.
I haven't read his stuff. I just heard he's a weenie. But
Tom King.
By that metric, Mark Waid, he's a worthless piece. He's a monstrous piece of garbage, but he can still write.
But he's written some cool stuff, right? No, but Tom King is not. I haven't liked anything. I have to look up his bibliography, but everything I've read of his, I've like, ugh.
Yeah, I got you.
For Tom King, at least. All right, so back to this. So, look at this. Getting together here. A little bit of smooching.
Yeah. Hey. You want to neck? What they call it? Necking.
Necking. Woo.
Necking.
What do you mean neck? What's it got to do with the neck?
No. Hey, look at that. She's cute, though. She's a cutie.
Oh, Phantom Girl's a hottie, man.
Yeah, look at her. Woo-hoo. He's got to sit down. It's like, whoa, I got to sit down. I got to lay down here.
She's going to become Mrs. Joe Nah. That's going to be weird.
That'll be, yeah.
This Craftmatic adjustable bed.
Craftmatic adjustable bed, yes.
So they're just kind of filling up time, messing around with a, Oh, my God. Craftmatic.
Oh, God, I remember that.
Took me a second.
I remember that, like that thing. Oh dear! You used to see that commercial all the time, and you're like,
I was telling J-Man and the others, like there used to be a block where they would host a movie. And it was an old guy in a Craftmatic adjustable bed. And they were selling it. You could call in and get a free brochure and all that. But it was like they would watch Conan or something.
Right.
Back to this guy in his bed. He's like, "Are you enjoying the movie? I'm enjoying it in my Craftmatic adjustable bed."
Yeah, and it's like, you're not watching it in your Craftmatic adjustable bed. I can guarantee you that. All right. So he sits in the adjustable bed thing. Whoa. And then this thing comes. Look out. What the heck? Relax, pal. It's just a dose of cleansing radiation. So it'll make you tingle. Okay. The tingler. Get in this cool car here. We're going to go take a ride. It's like, all right. So here they come to the front here. I got these big brute guys. So the guy with the club is the leader because he's like the 2001. Well, in 2001, A Space Odyssey, Moonwatcher is, I believe, Moonwatcher is his name. Is the name of the ape that is the first ape to touch the monolith and get the brains. And then he gets the.
Then he weaponizes.
He weaponizes himself.
Yeah.
Better stick around, Legion lovers.
Yeah, part 2. Dun, dun, dun. Attack! Well, charge. Attack! It's like I've already said charge. Well, I'm just reiterating your command. No, I got this.
Those mastheads for the part 2s. I thought they were invented by Jim Shooter. That's the first time I saw them, and now they're just like standard.
So what are you talking about, Sean?
His idea.
Go down to part 2.
I don't know if it was created by
Scroll
yeah,
up.
the panel with the
panel with the part 2.
I don't know.
Oh, who created that?
Probably Weisinger or Morton, Bridwell. I don't know if Shooter was still a kid at the time. He didn't really have that kind of power. But
that was the first time I saw that, though. Was in Jim Shooter stories. Yeah,
I like that banner, like just to have like a quick
That's
like
cool,
here's
though.
what's coming up. Yeah, I started to write the first 4 panel of Stiltman. I think I might say stupendous Stiltman, but anyways,
Stupendous Stiltman. Yes.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's like an old woman crossing the street. And she's like, I can't cross the street. I need help. I need someone to help me cross the street. And then it cuts to Stiltman, and he's like, lucky I don't have that problem. And he just steps over.
That's it.
That's it. But he doesn't help her. He's like, I don't have that problem. And he just steps over. I told you, you guys doubted me, but you would be buying this comic. I guarantee you.
I would buy that. It's very Himbeck.
Charge. Okay, so now they're just fighting.
Oh my God. Lightning Lad's pants are so weird to turn green.
Yeah. He's a little.
He's wearing Ultra Boy's pants.
Yeah, he got a little bit scared there, so his pants turned green.
But they're orange in the first panel, so
yeah, orange.
Cool.
Orange, you glad they didn't turn yellow?
Yada yada.
Right.
Yep.
So, he made him so heavy that he fell.
These guys are so powerful, but they're just cavemen.
They're just cavemen.
I don't understand.
Hairless cavemen.
Maybe it's their hairlessness that gives them their power.
So why did she let herself get caught by the guy?
They're gonna wishbone her like a freaking
conquest.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh dear, that's not a Clobby movie. At least not in the first 5 minutes. It's not.
Which one?
Conquest. That's a Clobby should avoid. It's a fantasy movie, but it is awesome and I love it. But you should probably avoid it due to wishboning of females by brutes. You're like,
stuff doesn't bother me.
They wishbone the crowd. I was like, they just wishbone this girl. Like that's pretty.
It's not like I go around doing that very often as a hobby, But I mean, it doesn't bother me.
Someone had to storyboard that and like sit down and think how to do it. It's like,
I love it. I love that someone storyboarded that.
It's like, why would they be that creative? These kids.
Look at this. He's in the crane kick.
All right, this okay. All right, Jimbo. I don't care if you are 14. I'm calling you out on this one. The guys didn't leave a goddamn message telling their friends what they were doing and what happened to their friends who were poisoned.
Right.
How long does it take? And first of all, they didn't call them. They should have called them. Actually,
right.
Hey guys, we have a situation here. We're being, they have communications, right? Yeah, our friends have been poisoned, and now these aliens have come along, and it's a funny story. You guys, they've frozen them in time to save them. So all we got to do is go help them out. In fact, you guys probably ought to come with us, to be honest. I'm going to leave some Legionnaires on Earth. That's fine, but we're going to go, and so we can get these guys to help. Whatever. Why did they not leave a message? Minimum.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
What we got here is a failure to communicate.
But why wouldn't they dedicate themselves to burying them in space, but they don't tell anybody about it?
Yeah,
like on the one hand, yeah, this other team could notify everyone what happened. Like when you see bodies, don't worry, we're gonna fix it, right? But these other guys are like, oh, these guys are dead. Let's not tell anyone, all their dear friends. Let's just bury them in space.
No.
Like,
did they try to call the others?
No.
I mean, we better launch an investigation. Yeah, so maybe you shouldn't just dump them in space then.
And really, like, they've killed all of them except for maybe Superboy.
Yes.
Because I don't know how airtight these things are, but now they're in space.
Yeah, it's true. And the other guy, they just sent him down to the morgue. So I guess he's dead.
Yeah.
Then, but Invisible, when she says we ought to launch an investigation, which is sensible. I mean, don't they have like monitors, like computer monitors, all the shit going on? It's sloppy, Jimbo.
Yeah, this is a bit weird.
Or, it's like you just do this. Yeah.
Because he's pretty smart. He comes up with interesting ideas, weird. Especially from back then. He was watching Star Trek, and he uses stuff from that, which is cool.
But this is the type of misunderstanding stuff that was big in DC, and I feel like it's a Mort thing. I could be mistaken, but
what thing?
A Mort Weisinger thing.
Oh well, yeah, but it's a silly comic book trope anyway. But yes,
yeah,
classic comics.
Oh, look at that!
What's up, dude?
Hey, classic.
Irv Novick cover on the detective comics.
Look at that, man. Thanks. You're gonna punch Robin in the face? What the heck?
Batman and the Teen Titans. You know who wrote that one, don't you?
It's got to be Bob because someone beat up Robin.
Big Bob. No one lays a hand on my son while I live. Well, I didn't know you had a son. Is that Damien or what? Shut up.
Yeah.
Punish now my evil son. We got to try that one.
Punish. Part 3. Help comes. Too late, Luther. Too late.
Too late, Luther.
Gosh, these large pancakes I'm making are sure taking a long time.
That's the first thing I thought of too.
Didn't you think it's like a waffle maker? I know. I just had a big strawberry waffle, big giant strawberry waffle with all the cream and syrup on it. Just had
the waffle supreme from Cora's, right?
Yeah, Cora's. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Damien in a blonde wig, yeah. Oh, Fanny is saying it makes sense if you think about it. The crappy new creatives write a bizarro story where they go against what usually do produce something good. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. In reference to the action. All right, so Phantom Girl is resting here. It's a little bit. They slammed her in this thing, and she's not flattened. I guess it's like you're okay. You're okay. Starboy's like, damn it! I was doing good in Warhammer, and you moved all my pieces. It's like, no, this is the plan.
Exactly.
This is the terrain, Starboy. Get with it. We're not playing Warhammer. Put your Warhammer toys away. Okay. So it's like, okay, we've got an idea.
No attack.
They're going to make this like impenetrable fortress thing.
For some reason.
I mean, it's neat that they're working together to use their powers to create this thing really fast.
Yeah.
Superboy would have built this in 3 minutes, but anyways, without Superboy, they did a somewhat decent job. So like everyone's working together. Starboy's making things heavier. Light Last, or what's her face? Who else? Somebody's doing something here.
Phantom Girl.
Well, I don't know. She's working on Joe.
What the heck? She's got another blue list here.
And she's saying, "Are you standing your ground? Is this strategy because of me? Right? Because like I was hurt." He's like, "Yeah, probably."
Yeah. So she was hurt, and he's nervous about it now because he's the leader. He doesn't want to send her out on missions because he likes her. He doesn't want her to be hurt. But she's like, "You gotta do what you gotta do here, boy." Uh-oh, here they come. So they just built this crap for no reason.
Yeah, because they go right through the wall.
Yeah. Chameleon Boy in his most idiotic plan of all times, like, oh, I'll try to scare them by being a monster. It's like, they don't care.
They don't care. They just go through a wall.
They're not scared, these guys.
Oh, that's from Spaceballs. That's a good reference.
Yeah.
I saw, you know what came out the same day? I think it was Benji the Hunted.
Yeah, I saw that too in the theater.
Oh
Yeah,
my
and,
God.
and I think it was Benji the Hunted or something, one of those, or Black Stallion or one of those movies came out, and all the kids at the next day were like, "Did you guys go see Benji the Hunted?" I was like, "No, I saw Spaceballs, you moron." Of course, I didn't go see
Yeah.
Benji the Hunted. I don't care about that stupid
You
dog
didn't watch
I'm
Benji the Hunter? Why?
Yeah,
because I saw Spaceballs.
Well, how old were we? What was that? 9
We
or
must
was
have been
9 or something
youngsters.
like that? Yeah.
I have to. I have to check. No, I saw Spaceballs on a day where everyone saw a different movie.
Oh yeah.
Spaceballs was too late.
So maybe it was Black Stallion or something. Then somebody went to go see an animal movie, and everyone was thought it was either Black
Yeah.
Stallion or maybe a dolphin movie or something, or some movie about an animal. Was Benji the Hunted the same as Three Amigos then?
Benji the Hunter is 87.
So when
Okay.
was Three Amigos?
And Spaceballs
Somewhere
is
up in there.
87, I think.
Yeah, Spaceballs 87.
Three Amigos is 86.
I always thought Spaceballs was too late, and since a lot of those jokes, I mean, he should have made it like 3 or 4 years earlier, 5 years earlier, maybe. Because
Yeah, it's Benji the Hunter and Spaceballs.
Yeah, so everyone went to go see Benji the Hunted, and
Yeah.
I went to go see Spaceballs. I'm like, yeah, I'm not seeing that losery movie. My mom took me to Spaceballs. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't get half the jokes, but
oh
I
shit,
saw-
that guy's the planet.
I saw both, but like I remember Benji the Hunted was packed. Like that theater,
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell.
no,
and it's
people were
probably the
pumped.
best Benji movie to me because it's
Yeah,
all
Ben-
action.
I have never seen it. Benji sucks, anyways. I don't care about that.
But it's him fighting animals for the whole thing.
I guess that sounds cool. Maybe I'll
There's
watch
one
it.
where he outsmarts like a wolf or something. And the wolf like flies off a cliff, and it's a real. I don't know how they did it. It's real animals, so I don't know if they threw a poor wolf off a cliff or something. But
Mm.
Wow, they threw a wolf off a
yeah,
cliff
like
just for this movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, Benji sucks. It's like
Oh,
all
man.
right. Yeah, I can't go. I can't.
I like doggies.
I can't do Benji.
they'll make a $200 million Benji remake, and then
They did.
and then with a CGI
Benji-
dog, and then
They should do the Benji verse and have like Benji and Lassie team up and stuff.
no, Benji
And Littlest-
Benji
oh,
verse.
Yo, hold on. Littlest Hobo is like the Batman character, like he's all mysterious and
Yeah,
shows up.
Willis Hobo, yeah, Rin Tin Tin,
Yeah,
freaking Lassie,
Lassie,
Black Stallion
Benji.
can be in it if you want,
Yeah,
yeah, Benji, yeah.
they could do
No,
the pet
no one has
verse.
the rights to any of these guys because they suck. So you just like grab them
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have you know that Return of the Jedi was heavily influenced by Benji.
Yeah.
Wow,
I'm not
they
even
did it.
kidding.
Okay. Oh, because
Good-
all the kids. He wants
Richard Marquand, Michael, who our good buddy Michael Retrobasik was researched Star Wars thoroughly. He said there was a conversation between Richard Marquand and it was Phil Tippett said he was in when they were making Jedi. He said he heard a conversation between George Lucas and Richard Marquand, the director, and we're talking like this is before pre-production, I guess, whatever. He said something about I'm trying to get he asked George I'm trying to get a handle on the script and stuff. It was very early on, right? He said, well, Richard, did you ever see the movie Benji? He was like, yep. You mean the dog thing? Yeah. He said, think of it this way. This is sort of like Benji. And I'm not making it up. He did. This is true. He said it. Think of this movie. Think of Benji when you think of it. And the movie was very infantile and made for kiddies, as you know.
But it has nothing to do with Ben. Like,
I know. It's George Lucas. That's why that movie is nowhere near as good as the first two, because he had too much control. He didn't have any control over Empire and very little, and a little bit more over Star Wars. But that's why he hates Empire, because he felt like he had to take it away from him. And then he gave us Jedi.
Yeah, the kiddie parts in Return of the Jedi, like I looked over those as a kid.
The Care
To me, it was
Bears,
kind of a badass
the
movie
Ewoks.
because I was 6, right? But like, yeah,
Honestly,
I
I was 19, so that pissed me off. So.
Yeah, I don't know, and the whole Ewok franchise, like all the stuffed animals and the cartoon and the 2 movies, they did so much with them. So yeah, I love them. I don't
Ewoks will kick the shit out of that loser Benji. I'll tell you that much.
yeah,
Benji
they
would
would
fight
eat
them on
Benji.
their ass, baby.
they would
Ben-
they would skewer him and like
Eat
rotisserie.
him.
Yeah,
Ben-
Yeah. The Ewoks are badass.
Benji could destroy every piece of crap Ewok there is.
Whoa, are you crazy right now? You've gone insane.
Benji's friends with Crypto.
No way. Crypto could beat everybody up. I agree with that. But not not Ewoks. Ewoks beat up everybody.
the first Benji movie. I'll say this and we'll move on. The first Benji movie, I'm pretty sure, was about Benji foils a kidnapping plot with
Yeah.
the family that adopts him, kidnaps the kids for some reason. Then he foils the plot.
Benji's a
And then at
badass.
the end, yeah. Then at the end they walk away, and there's this big crane shot of them walking in the streets, and the streets are all like glistening with rain and stuff. It looks awesome. But yeah, that was a big hit for some reason. Then they made like Benji sequels after that. So.
You go watch Dirty Harry back then, and you watch Benji, and you feel
And you watch Benji achieve it, you know? Yeah.
No, Dirty Harry is awesome, that's for sure.
Benji, Dirty Benji was basically the original title.
Dirty Benji.
Sorry, classic. We'll move on.
All right, let's move on here. Yeah, unsubbed. That's it. It's done. Okay, it's been 1 hour on this one comic. All right, we gotta move this on. All right, so they're kicking
wait a
ass
minute,
here.
though. Chemical King can speed up his metabolism and have super strength for a minute.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on here. Okay, it's
Okay.
like, okay, sure.
And then he comes down off of that high, and he's in trouble.
Yeah, really. So they start beating them up, but it's like nothing's happening here. See, I think all the Cerons need to take these classes here.
Yeah, Cerons, that's exactly what that ad is there. But you laugh.
Yeah,
That ad was put there because they said we need to get these Cerons to grow up here to man the pluck up.
Yeah.
Right. So here's the thing. Yeah, there you go. Basically, all that was needed the whole time was Ultra Boy gives them a pep talk.
Right.
Hey, you guys, it's time to nut up or shut up. And go with your bare hands because you outnumber these smugs, even though you're skinny and you like. And they're like, yeah, why didn't we think of that?
I mean, this is so dumb. How did Ultra Boy should have wiped the floor with these people? Like,
yeah, but then there's a whole bunch of these guys.
They could beat 7 Legionnaires, but these little gnats, they swarm over us like ants. We're doomed.
Yeah, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 on him.
He should be able to take
Ultra
100
Boy,
of those guys.
Yeah, like I mean, Ultra Boy should be able to easily beat like this is brutal.
If 20 of if like 10 or 15 of those little blue dudes can take out one of those hulks, then Ultra Boy should be able to grab one with his pinky and throw him into space.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for helping us out, guys. See you later. Bye. All right.
Yeah, we get to go home. What a bunch of schmucks and waste of time. So, hey, we're our friends. Hey, guys, how's it going? Rough day, yeah. No, we buried it. We had to bury our friends in space, so we had a bad day too.
It's like what? No.
You just did that? You just threw them out in space? Like
well,
that was your thought process?
Did you really just throw them out into space here? I don't understand what happened here.
Yeah, what else do you do with dead folks?
And then look at Lightning. This is what Lightning Lad's thinking right now. This is what Lightning Lad is thinking.
I love too that whenever Superboy's in danger or like they think he's dead, no one is bothered at all that they've just messed up time and space completely. It's
no,
like,
of course not.
And Superman's dead.
I guess he's never going to be Superman. Oh,
yeah, he's dead.
I guess every single time the world is going to explode, it's just going to explode now. Yeah.
I guess we probably should have left a note, guys. Yeah, that would have helped. You think? So all they're going to do is go back and get the MacGuffin or the miracle machine, the DX Machina, Legion X Machina.
Yeah.
You know what, guys? We couldn't because before, remember the first issue, they had no one there strong enough with Superboy out. I mean, he didn't remember. Superboy was conscious when Brainiac could have thought of that, but he didn't. And by the time he did, Superboy was unconscious. So we need somebody strong enough to break into the Miracle Machine because Genius, was it 12th level intellect, locked it up where they couldn't open it.
Yeah. So
for some reason,
sure. They got the Miracle Machine. Quick, okay. I know these are just shadows. Can you pick out which one Superboy is? I'm just wondering.
All the way to the right.
I love how his S always glows in the dark? It's like for no reason.
Don't mess with the S.
No, that's yes, man.
Wait, who
The
is
end. That's my dad.
Yeah. So who's this other guy? Oh, this dude. I don't know. It's like
What is going on here?
who's Alec Corlo? What's
Alex Corlo? He's just some small time crook. So we just left. So basically, what you're saying, just leave him down in the morgue. Nobody will miss him.
He's not even in a DC Who's Who. It's like,
what the hell's going on here? So wait a minute. Remember the guy who started this whole thing 2 issues ago?
He's nobody.
Was it the Time Trapper? Was it Mordu? Who was it? It was this guy.
Alex,
it's like random man.
random dude. I guess he thought that was clever, but I mean,
it's like, oh look, it's a picture of my dad. It's like
he nearly succeeded where the greatest criminal geniuses have failed. I got news for you, baby. It would take a genius to kill your ass, is the way you behave in this issue.
So he was just captured and arrested off camera. And he's like,
I think they left him in the morgue
now. So
I said, well, he's dead now.
Panel right here. This is where it happened, Sean. In between here.
Well, did the Miracle Machine bring everybody back, including him then? Or I guess not. I don't know, maybe.
Sorry, FK. No, Superboy's not the one in the middle. You guessed wrong on that one. Sorry about that.
No. I don't know what they did. Why are you guessing that?
It's the one with the high collars.
One with the collar thing. That's the Moondragon. I know.
Yes, Moondragon. You're right.
Moondragon, yeah.
I like Moondragon. Dear editors, WTF is going on in this issue? You chose poorly. You chose poorly. Yes, you're right.
Force.
I mean,
All
Jim, you're 14-year-old the show.
Oh my God. Woo.
I've been reading his Avengers run, and he's got some traits. I mean, it was almost 10 years later. He learned a few things, but man, he's got some tendencies that carry through. It's interesting,
well, at least this next issue isn't as like this is so bonkers. I'm trying to make up a joke here, but this one is even more bonkers than the one we just read.
Bob Haney was writing,
this is Bob Haney. This is a Bob Haney special or something.
Well, they were all Bob Haney-ish back then, but not all quite to that level. But yeah.
All right, Clobby, what's the thing? Let's
see. Adventure Comics, Adventure Comics, volume only, number 380, May of 1969. Cover artist, the great Kurt Swan. Writer, Mr. Jimmy James Shooter, our young Jim Shooter. Penciler, Win Mortimer. Inker, Jackson Abel. No letter or editor credit, but we know who they were. Joe Rosen probably and Mort Weisenfacer, I guess.
Green teeth. Foreshadow.
Green teeth. I wonder why his teeth are green, but he just doesn't brush them.
What is this weird thing?
Is it presidential fitness? It's promoting fitness, but it's all kids posed as heroes. Now the guy on the left is that who is that supposed to be?
The guy on the left
with the sword.
I think is that a girl?
Is he Hercules?
Is it girl? Is it ISIS maybe? Or
maybe it's ISIS? Yeah.
There was no ISIS.
But this is before ISIS, no?
Oh yes.
Way before there was an ISIS. She. I don't know. But they're clearly like they're Lilliputians.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Legion Space Odyssey.
Space Odyssey. Whoa. 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 Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I just watched 2001 twice the other day. I just have it on loop.
Twice.
Yeah, I just watched it. I just have it on loop.
You sit there in front of it, or do you do other stuff?
I just do other stuff while it's on. I like having it on loop.
It's a fair cult. It's wonderful to look at and listen to.
Mm-hmm. It's my second favorite movie.
Really? Second?
First is Conan.
I thought Deathstalker 2 was your first. Okay.
Oh, you said Deathstalker 2. That was a mistake. Now we have to play it.
Yeah, everyone's explaining that's Goliath, but I don't. So yeah, so that's Dave.
I'll have my revenge, and Deathstalker 2.
But then there's Tarzan, there's Supergirl, Superboy, there's Crypto, there's like Robin.
Yeah, Tarzan.
Yeah, the Robin looks good.
He's pretty good.
Yeah,
but it's like a skirt. I don't know why it's a skirt.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, let me see Supergirl. Why
Are they
does
all
Superboy
girls?
have a skirt?
No, I don't think it's a skirt. It's just done poorly here.
Oh, it looks like a skirt.
She's got
Not
a skirt.
No, it's
She
not.
looks pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, Superboy is lamenting here on this.
He's on a desert island or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I don't
We're
know
all
what the hell
playing
it's
Warhammer
called.
40K. They're playing Warhammer 40K.
Right. Early morning at Legion headquarters, Superboy is saying, it's fun in the 30th century. I'll never go back.
Yeah.
Woo,
be
now
doing something
Green
fun?
Girl, hubba hubba, I'm never going back.
Yeah, woo, Dream Girl, Superboy. I must talk to you. Oh, hell yeah. Go anytime you want. I'm
baby.
fixing stuff here. That nerd is fixing crap. I'm gonna go talk to Dream Girl. See you later, buddy.
So as soon as this part happened, because I haven't read this one.
They should call this issue convoluted. Like that's
that's the name of the issue.
The convoluted adventures of the Legion.
Legion of Superheroes. Oh.
If
So
convolution is your thing, check out Adventure Comics.
This is just
so they're hit by this thing. It's a teleportation thing.
This is Bob stuff here. I mean, I'm not even kidding.
Another planet now.
Okay, so they've just assumed that some bad guys must have wanted us away from Earth. Where are we? Well, you see,
Lana,
who?
open the doors, Lana. Open the door, Lana.
The pod bay doors on, Lana.
Oh, yeah.
Open the front door, Lana. Open the door. I'm sorry, Superboy. This conversation can serve no purpose.
Don't, Dave. Don't, Clark.
Okay.
I'm losing my mind.
My mind, yeah. Perhaps we've been teleported to another planet. Maybe we'll have an adventure here. Yes, we certainly will.
Should. 3001 in Legion Odyssey.
Yes, a Legion Odyssey.
But now they're the Robinson Crusoe on Mars Legion.
Yeah.
That was a cool movie. Yeah.
That'd be
So obviously someone wants us off Earth. What do you mean obviously? Maybe someone just wants you on that planet. You don't know.
Right.
Could
be the other thing.
Trouble is brewing. We better get back pronto. So here's
Ultra Boy, look behind you. There's going to be a creature that makes utterly no sense.
He's got green kryptonite teeth.
Of course he does.
That Bob would be proud. And that is Bob. I mean, he was working there at the time. He might have been sitting around the DC offices. And he goes, so Bob. And the guy I think Jim was there and he was talking to him. You're Bob Haney, my favorite writer, man. And he was telling about his story as well, son. What can I do for you? I'm trying to trouble. I explained the story to him. This monster, it needs to kill Superboy. Like, he's a big dinosaur thing, right? Yeah. Well, I guess, hey, I know about kryptonite teeth, but why would anyone have any monster have a kryptonite teeth? Just do it, kid. Hey, I'm telling, trust me.
It's another planet. It could be anything.
Yeah, and this creature evolved from this other planet.
Right, like how did it? Like even if this creature, how did it evolve to have green teeth?
They call it kryptonite teeth.
Implanted because the other teeth were rotted, and so
I'm telling you, it was Bob's idea. I'm sorry, I'm giving this to Bob, man. Not even Jim Shooter couldn't. Oh my Jesus Christ! It's kryptonite teeth. All right, just trust me. It's Bob. Bob did it.
I love that it's kryptonite teeth. It's just too funny.
In the history of man, all comics anyway, that a dinosaur has or whatever has kryptonite teeth.
Okay. Oh shit!
All right. So
when I click in here,
if anyone can handle you about that, you can, Soupy.
Yeah, you can handle it. Kryptonite teeth. I don't want to attack. So he doesn't know that there's. Yeah, he doesn't know kryptonite teeth or whatever. So give him a break.
What's wrong? Why don't you break free, Superboy? So here we go. Here it is.
I'm getting bit.
That teeth are made of green kryptonite. The ones
yeah. You know who else can defeat? I you know who else?
Everybody.
So you know who else could defeat Superboy?
You did that. That was quick. How'd you do that so quick?
I'm pretty fast.
Holy shit. I love it. You were
Superboy's next villain. Oh no.
What if the Jaws poster of the shark had green?
I should have done that one too. I should have done that. Like this is preposterous. Really, this is preposterous. Okay, I can't believe it. All right, so he ate Superboy, and,
yes,
and
he's dead. Sob. Yeah. Oh, choke.
choke.
And we have a choke. We have a
Gasp.
gasp. We have a gasp.
Gasp.
Then we have a
He's
choke.
dead.
One thing, dude, the two panels we get a gasp and a choke. I'd call that a win.
Oh, maybe it ate red kryptonite and then it became. Yes, that's a good one.
Why would it red kryptonite affect it? Is it from Krypton?
I don't know.
So their first order of business is not food or shelter. It's let's make a monument for the next 6 hours with our
Right.
power.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're dead, but Superboy's dead. But what it happens, man? What are you gonna do? He's so dumb to get eaten by a kryptonite monster.
6 hours later, the Legionnaires construct an amazing monument. It's like, man, I'm really tired and hungry, and we never found shelter. We never found food.
We built a monument. There's people that cut up about it. We're like, yeah,
You don't even have a body. It's like you don't even know. It's like
Oh.
fine, I guess.
we got swallowed up by the monster. Let's go tear it out of him.
Yeah.
Kidding me? That thing will eat us too. All right.
Wonder what they're up to. Well, they're probably going off to to play tiddlywinks or something like I don't know. Yeah, let's go get firewood. Well, can't you make fire?
Yeah, one of you guys can make fire, you know.
Says
All right.
I have faith in you. Well, Sunboy's there.
Yeah. I remember him being there,
Need
but
something to burn, but so you got to find something that'll burn. You're Sunboy. You can just make fire.
Just make it.
it's in your name, son.
Yeah,
It's
make
gonna
sun.
be made
Gosh
of-
darn it.
Not
It
a human
isn't
torch.
my name there, ain't it? Ain't it? I forgot that was my name.
I know he's not the Human Torch. Well, see who else is there right now? You got Light Glass. Is we have Element Lad? No, is Element Lad there? I can't even tell.
No.
They're all just standing there with John Forte through that scene.
Everybody stand at John Forte. Yes.
And at attention. So yeah, you can find something that can burn.
I love that. I love that I love the issues where the legions they're just standing.
Marching even flattering all the time.
I'm gonna ask Eddie to make a shirt of all of them standing.
Please don't get him to do a John Forte shirt.
I don't think I could contain myself if I was wearing it. I just would be laughing all the time.
So they're building a house. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, they're building a little house here. Maybe I should have built this before. I'm real tired. We used up all the supplies on this planet to build the monument.
So you got the new romance going, which will happen.
Ooh. And
Except
love.
Crazy
will
about
hurt
Superboy.
anymore.
Yes.
It's an open smile on a friendly shore.
She had a crush on Superboy. Both
She-
of her, I
she-
guess.
Yep, it's over. Superboy's dead, and I never even got to make out with them. That's okay, Duo Damsel. I'm here, and I'm twice the man, maybe 3 or 4 times the man Superboy is.
You gotta be double woman for me.
I need at least 2 of you to get going. Super
Boing.
special.
I have that.
Oh, awesome.
Nice. I mean the reprints, but what the hell?
Yeah, that's okay. Spectacular. Part 2. The building of the ship. The
Yeah.
building
Now-
of the ship.
Stupid the story is, it's kind of cool that you can build a ship. And it's dumb because where did they get the warp core and all that stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not Brainiac 5s, but so this tells me that without Brainiac 5, Invisible Kid's smart enough to build a freaking all of them together.
Well,
But it is the 30th century. I can, that kind of stuff. I'm just kind of joking about. I don't mind. It's fine.
yeah. I'll make a door here for you. All right.
Fire, 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 fire.
Let's read from this spooky book and tell some scary
Is
stories.
that the Bible? Like the other guy has.
Yeah, this is that's the big version, the Marvel big or whatever it is.
Hey guys, I got the Legion Omnibus here, man. You wouldn't believe that. They recolored us and all this shit.
Is this the recolored one? Did they change my shirt colors? They did. Sorry, now you're pink and blue instead of.
If they give me pants, yeah.
They gave me pants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this diagram I drew. It's like Invisible Kid. How are we supposed to fit in that small in that small ship? We're too large for it.
When you're Kryptonian, they keep making like ships for kids. It's like there's a ship for Super Baby and a ship for Supergirl, and that's it.
Why didn't you make a bigger one? Like,
Yeah,
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Was that from Zoolander? Where
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Zoolander, where Sunboy grabs the diagram and throws it and breaks it. He's like, "How are we supposed to fit in that ship? It's too small."
Yeah.
Have you seen Zoolander, Clobby?
I never have seen that.
Okay, no, there is.
I know of it. Yeah.
There's you. Do you know the model?
I know bits of, but I've heard a lot of stuff about it. But
So they make this model of a school for children to read. So it's like literally a model, and they're like, here's the school for children who don't read well or something.
Yeah.
And then Zoolander gets upset and destroys. Does he destroy the model?
He destroys the model.
Yeah, he destroys the model. He's like, how are children supposed to fit inside a building that's that small or something like that? And you're like, it's just a model.
When he destroys it, Will Ferrell's like, oh, like that. He's like, like, what do we do? And then he's like, how are children supposed to fit in there? Yeah.
He's like, how are children supposed to read if they can't fit inside the building?
Yeah.
He destroyed the model, and you're like, oh, that's great. Anyway. Here's why he destroys this thing. He's like, how are we supposed to fit inside this thing? It's like that's just the drawing. So Bouncing Boy, I don't know what the hell's going on here. Boing, 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 boing. I'll go scouting. I feel pretty important. Captain, come in. Yeah, it's like Spock here. I found this thing on the ground here. Can you analyze it? It is just bird poop. Oh, okay. Meanwhile, he's like, building stuff, throwing stuff in for this inferno here that they're making. So they're trying to make all of the components to the ship. This is kind of cool. They're trying to get components. Everyone's using their powers in a way to make an actual frame of this ship. So that's kind of cool.
It's like it's a scene from the A-Team when they're all built, the building scene of an episode of the A-Team.
Yeah.
Right.
Bum, 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 music and stuff.
Yeah.
You just show, they're all like they're throwing together like whatever the hell, like tank or
I
whatever.
love
the hell
it,
they're
yeah.
building.
Yeah, that's
They
great.
show BA like working it and stuff. I like when he always puts a like a big shield over the windshield and getting the slides.
Yes.
He's like,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Montage. Even Legion needs a montage.
Yeah. Montage. Yeah.
Anything you saw
With every panel show a little improvement to show it won't take too long.
Take too long.
That's called a montage.
Go at the show, go from a beginner just a pro. You need a montage. Legion has a montage.
If you ever watch Show Improvement, I like that. If you want to go from a beginner to a pro,
It's enough to get. I love that song.
When
That's
you
a-
fade out from a montage. If you fade out, it seems like more
when
time
more time has passed in a montage. That's good. If you fade out, it seems like more time has passed in a montage.
I love that movie so much, and I love the soundtrack all the time.
Oh my god, they have great music in all their movies, all of them.
You Blame Canada?
I love Blame Canada. It's so funny. I cried laughing. I saw that in the theater. I remember Steven's mom was so angry. She's like, "How could they get away with this song?" I was like, "You're not understanding. She didn't see the movie."
Yeah.
In the context of the movie, it's so funny because the point is that the parents are so lazy to actually look to see that they're bad parents, to try to take, to try to get into their kids' lives. They're irresponsible. They're terrible. And they're just like, oh, blame Canada. And they make a whole song out of it to show how stupid they are. That's
they
the
want
point
to
of it.
blame their grassroots straws to blame something, and they blame something so ridiculous as Canada. That's
Canada,
that's
right.
the point of the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, that is so funny.
Gotcha.
It's a very brilliant. It's brilliant. And the way they do it is good.
So Golden Boy has trouble.
That's right. It needs to be at least 3 times bigger. That's right. We're going to make it at least 3 times bigger.
Ultimate has a little trouble here.
Yeah, this is cool. He threw the ship, and then he can only use one power at a time, so he had to kind of
But he has a
pull his
flying
way.
belt, though, or a flying ring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
not
the
fast,
speed.
I guess.
Yeah.
according to that.
So he threw it. He actually pulled a Mr. Perfect. Remember Mr. Perfect threw the football and then ran and caught it?
Yeah.
He threw it, yeah. And he jumps up and grabs it and then gets in, and now they're flying back. It's like,
any better than light bulb.
yes, Canada sucks, yeah.
Everything sucks. Get used to it. The whole universe fucking sucks, dude.
And there's one. And Pearl Harbor sucked just a little bit more.
But the best line of that is, why does Michael Bay get to keep on making movies? Because Pearl Harbor sucks.
Just a little bit more.
Love it. So,
why does Michael Bay get to keep on?
Or like Cuba Gooding Jr. is better than Ben Affleck.
I miss you more than that Michael Bay missed the point. When he Ben Affleck needs acting school.
Oh my god, that movie's
movie. That's a movie, isn't it?
I was crying so much in that movie.
Freedom Class at Buckle 5. What would you do? And they're zooming in on all these things of Americana. It's like hot dogs, like getting a monument. Yeah.
If someone told you to fight for freedom, would you answer the call or run away like a little pussy?
I need to watch the movie like 4 times before I saw the whole movie, because it's like I just kept laughing. I missed like entire chunks. I'm like
hilarious at the theater with like these people who brought their young children.
Oh no,
that's because they're stupid.
Yeah,
and they were like puppets. First 5 seconds with the puppets are F.
Yeah, you're like, what the half the theater laughed. They're like, yeah, this ain't for me here.
Boy. And there's Ultra Boy using his ultra speed out there. So he's using his invulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
So he has to go out and destroy this thing so it doesn't hit them. And now he's just beating it all up.
This is kind of cool because using, him having to use those, this tricky, using his power and time, and the Ultra Boy's cool.
This whole issue was like a big tribute to Ultra Boy. It was really neat.
Yeah.
Except for the goofy. For why? Okay, guys, are you ready for the Bob Haney? Here comes part 3, baby. Bob Haney takes over.
Bob Haney time again. Bob said, "Look, kid, let me show you how to write a comic book."
Love this. Kid, you're doing good, kid. You're doing good, kid.
I love this cover. I love Adam Strange.
Oh, Adam Strange. Yeah, this is awesome. I have a little Adam. I have a metal Adam Strange statue. They did those little. They came with books. They'd come with those books. It's like a little metal statue, and it comes with like a book about the character. And I've got Adam Strange. I've got a few pretty neat ones. Adam Strange is on the shelf over there. All right, are you guys ready? Here we go.
Another cool.
This looks awesome too. Nightmaster? That looks cool.
Yeah.
I gotta look that up after.
It's like a Jack Sparling cover. So here you have no Welcome for the Wanderers, but not the group The Wanderers. They're the Wanderers. They're the Wanderers. And so they find this planet that has a mirages on it, I guess.
And like they show up, they're like, oh, what's going on over here? Hi, it's Superboy. What? Bouncing Boy, go after her. It's just a mirage. She's gone insane. I don't know why Bouncing Boy's going after her. It's like, I'll go after her, DD. It's like, okay. Hold on. And then he jumps and he grabs. I guess he's saving the day. He's helping her. Then there's this like tornado here. Don't worry, folks. This will all be explained. If you're wondering,
don't worry.
Don't worry. The whirlpool saved us. And then he does. This was in Baron Munchausen. where the big strong guy spins the ship.
I love it.
Remember that?
Yeah,
That's one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
Love it.
One of the king's favorites. That's what the little girl said. Sarah Polly. Yeah, look at that. We invite you to get your free coupon here. I want a free coupon. Free coupon. Even Wonder Woman's got one. So swings it, throws it, and then hangs on to it. It's like a friggin' Thor hammer. Grabs onto it. Whoosh, they land. And they're coming into Earth. All right, so Bob Haney took over on page 20. So it's all normal. Well, it's not normal. It's weird. The beginning was weird with the kryptonite teeth. It's normal here. Right. Page 19. Jim Shooter took a break, and then they quickly got Bob Haney to come in to do the rest of this
Tracy wristwatch, though.
I like that. Dick Tracy, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on my way. It's like, all right.
I'm on my way.
Well, the Legion we've already got some. We already have the Legion. They're already here. Who are you? You're not the Legion. We are the Legion. Guys? Who are these?
Yeah, the guys are an unauthorized bicep that you built. So,
yeah.
Then they blast these
these fake Legionnaires. So the real Legion shows up, and there's already a Legion there. And they're saying, well, we already have a Legion there. It's like, well, how could there be two of everybody? And then these guys get disintegrated, and then only Mon-El and Superboy are left. And they're like, what happened? They're like, we'll just land and we'll explain it. So Superboy's like, yeah, here's what happened. Dreamgirl said that there was going to be some trouble. So I decided that Crypto was controlling this monster and then made it look like I was dead. And then you guys wasted 6 hours creating this monument where you could have been doing more, proactive stuff. But anyway, and then Crypto kicked that ball, that meteor in your path. And then Streaky came, and then the super monkey came and spun around. Like, what the hell is this? I don't get it.
One page with the super pets.
Yeah, it's like super pets all of a sudden. So you got like Comet kick the thing and Streaky. So each super pet was doing something else here, right? So, okay, why? Like, what is all this? And then, it was these guys. It was all these villains, and Superboy didn't want to, thought he was going to die or something. So they created these fake Legionnaires, and then they're like, "Oh no, our plan is foiled. Here come the Legionnaires. Oh, we're just going to commit suicide."
Yeah.
The end. Suicide. Wait a minute. I want to get this on tape.
Yeah, nice Batman quote.
That was the Batman. Or it's not the Batman. That was Batman '89.
Yeah.
Suicide. Wait a minute. I want to get this on tape. He hung up.
So, what in the hell? This is typical. I mean, this is childish writing because you never spend any time with your villains like Two-Pan the whole time. So we don't give a shit about when they self-delete because they're nothing. We don't know them other than it's a hot chick manipulating an old fart with wearing weird clothes in the sun. By the way,
yeah. Like, what is going on here? Yeah, they're in the sun.
They have a sail barge in the sun for some reason,
and then they blast themselves in the face.
Man, that's just
the end.
We're not gonna let you kill us. We're gonna, you should have asked. So, what is the talk about? Just you guys, just theoretically, if we were to surrender, would you guys kill us like they do in our universe? Whoa, sir, we're the Legion. We don't kill. Oh, well, okay, it's better to kick in the ass, I guess.
Wait, we won't kill you.
Wait, what did you? Superboy uses super speed to stop them, but that's okay. What a couple of dorks. Yes.
Even I read Detective Comics, baby. Woohoo.
Nice. And so are we.
Well, there you go.
The Joker and Penguin are jealous.
Oh, no, not a stranger with a boy. Stranger danger.
Oh, my God.
Well, that's that. Let's go now to Action Comics.
That would be
So now, okay, we got to be careful here because it was 378.
Yep.
78.
So 378. Oh, 378.
And it's the backup. This is, of course, for those who don't know, so we'll make sure. At this point, City of Superheroes moved from their front spot in Adventure Comics, but their feature in Adventure Comics, right?
All right.
To a backup in Action Comics. The next issue of Adventure is Supergirl.
Yeah. So for anyone out there, I have reviewed some of the Supergirl stories from Adventure Comics because I own some of them. They are on my Superman Family playlist. If you guys want to see me, and I review the actual comic, like I've got the actual comic on a lot of these. So I started to review Supergirl starting from Adventure Comics. So if anyone's interested in those, check the playlist out on my channel. I really think they're a lot of fun. They're just the same kind of thing, but it's no more Legionnaires. So we're moving to Action Comics for the next little bit.
Yeah. Yep. Sadly.
No, we're not going to cover this story, though I did read it and Sean read it as well.
Yeah.
Clubby, do you have credits for the backup stories, or how does that work?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. We have Action Comics volume only. Well, they never had any later. So
there is only one volume. Yep.
Yeah, even still today. Right? So, Action Comics. So I just say volume 1 then on this thing. Damn you all.
Yep.
Anyway, number. Let's see, 378, July of 1969. So it was only a month or two after they got demoted from their own front feature at Adventure Comics, one of the longest running, comics out there. So they got put as a backup. But anyway, on this one, your cover was actually by Kurt Swan and Neil Adams for that action, just so we can give them credit. Yeah, that's how we roll up in you. The books, still Mort Weisinger handling these series, but
Right.
also from Infantino. But so this story is written by who is that again? Mr. Jim Shooter? I believe it is Jim Shooter. Penciler Wayne Mortimer. Inker Mike Esposito. Letter Charlotte Jeter. So there you are, and here we are.
I hear Sean will get this reference. Jimmy Shooter. That's for us instead of Jimmy Woods from with a wizard. All right, we'll go through this one. This story was great.
I haven't read that before ever.
This was awesome. Yes, there was a kryptonite pitchfork, so careful.
Was it really? That's better than kryptonite teeth and dinosaur.
That is true. All right. The Legion of Super. Whoa, what's going on with Timberwolf? Two-Face.
He looks like Animal Vegetable Mineral Man.
Yes.
The thing is, I went because he does look like him so much. I went and looked it up. This comic only comes out. It came out almost around the same exact time, maybe like a month before the Doom Patrol issue. There first, where Animal Vegetable Mineral Man first appeared. I wonder, So I wonder if Bruno and Arnold, who created him, were I don't know, saw that design. He really does look like him in a sense, though. Similar anyway, very similar in that on the splash page. But anyway, either here to there.
So Timberwolf is hanging around, and you got these guys here with this what the hell is this? Like a steamroller thingy. They're melting the floor of the Brinks truck or whatever it is.
By the way, Shooter wrote that first story. Just
Oh, did he for Superman?
Yep, he was writing both features now. At least in this one.
Yeah, Timber. Timber Morpho. Yes, that's.
Yeah.
So this is kind of cool. They're melting the ground here so that it falls down on this platform so they could steal it. And then look out, that guy hurled a chunk of loose pavement. Oh, here comes Timberwolf to beat these guys up. So this whole entire thing is actually a ruse. So they shoot him with this gun. He beats the crap out of them. That's fine. He's injured here. And they're like, oh, he's injured. Get a doctor. So this entire thing in the beginning was literally just to set up Timberwolf.
Yep.
And then here comes Lex Luthor or whoever.
This guy's basically, yeah, kind of, in a sense.
Here, take one of these and call me in the morning, son. Thank you, sir. And then Light Lass is his girlfriend. And she's like, oh, you were hurt. I you're upset. I'm sorry. I like to be alone for a while. So he gave him this liquid from this certain fruit, which actually makes him addicted. He's become addicted. He's an addict. He's to this fruit. So it's actually showing you him getting high or drunk or what. I don't like. I guess high.
Yeah,
like,
this is weird.
This is weird.
You're,
This is our good friend, our close personal friend Rachel Ziegler. Weird.
True.
And she called me. She's like, "This one's so weird, Jay." I was like, "It definitely is, Rachel. I don't know why it's so weird."
Well, she's watching now, so you might want.
She's watching now, so I'll do the weird for her right there.
Rachel, stop calling me, would you please?
Stop. Yeah, please.
I mean, I don't mind sometimes, but
not all the time.
Got an
Stop weird shaming us.
Thank you.
It's never getting old. I can't. Okay. I feel so wonderful and happy. I feel happy.
I feel happy. Well, yeah, he's like wigging out. This is like, man, I'm like, I think he's a little too much LDS.
Yeah. I can fly. Well, I've got a ring, so I should be good.
Yep. Well, you got a flight ring, Chief. You should be
Hey, Timberwolf, can I talk to you for a second here, buddy? Well, sure. You were that guy that gave me that great fruit drink. It's like, well, I am responsible for your high. What? That serum I gave you was just this bullshit lotus fruit. Damn you! Right. One taste and you lose the desire for anything else. Uh-oh. Told in Homer's Odyssey, baby. So kids,
so
stop reading and go pick up Homer's Odyssey. Read. Forget about the Iliad, but read the Odyssey, and then come back, and then you'll understand what that fruit is. It's like
they were totally reading that in grade 9 when he and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna put this in my story, man."
I gotta put that in the story. Where's my where's my thing for that? Hold on, I've got my
Message.
It's like, okay, read the Odyssey, kids. It's great. Yeah, side effects include howling at the moon. Yeah. What is he saying? They always made Timberwolf feel bad about not being the android son his dad never had. Yeah. My dad never had a cool android, so he was left with me. It's like, okay, well, I've got 2 fruits here. I can juggle as well. I'm going to show you my juggling act. Shouldn't you have at least 3? It's like, no, I can juggle with just 2. His underwear's his trunks are in the wash, so he's got a full orange on today. Oh, I love my dead android son. That's from Heather's, baby. I got that reference. I love Heather's.
Love my dead gay son.
Yeah, Heather's is the best.
I wonder if he loved it.
I prayed for the death of Heather Chandler many times. And I always felt bad after doing it, but now I knew you understand. Praise Jesus.
Yeah, but I wonder if he loved that dead gay son, if that limp wrist had a pulse. So this is this again, shooter again, exhibit C. This time it's Light Lass and Timberwolf.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, he's into that. This kid, is into the soap opera. So that means he probably was a player with the chicks. I mean, I don't know. Player.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Bryn, there's something wrong with you. You've been acting like a total sleaze bag. Nothing's wrong. I have a present for you. Here. Oh man, trying to get her hooked.
Oh, have you tried this new
Try this fruit.
I
It's
mean-
great. It's like, are you sick?
Yes.
You're walking like you're in a dream. I'm just fine. I can't. I don't believe it. It isn't enough. That fruit has turned my whole world into garbage. No, I will not do it. And then he jumps off. No, no, don't. All right, then shut me out just like you shut everyone else out, you loser. What? This is Sparta.
My fruit, damn it.
Damn you. I love you. I love you. He's mumbling something strange about this fruit. Then he's like, again, oh, pretty colors everywhere. This is great. Whoever gave him that stuff is obviously using him to get to the other Legionnaires. Good job, White Lass. You're on top of things.
Drugs. Some are
Which are good. So drugs. Or ask your mom and ask your dad. Dad, which are the good drugs? It's like, well, son, it depends on what you're feeling. You want to get a high? Do you want to feel like you're really losing it?
Do you want a crisp high or do you want a dull high?
I've never been high, so I don't know the different types. I can't. I don't know what to do here.
I mean, what does that say about me?
I don't know. What does it say?
It says you can shit in my mouth.
Yes. Yes, that's the whole issue says about.
What does it say about me? Says you can shit in my mouth. That's how I feel like after each modern comic, it's like, what does that say about me?
Yeah, so I know this comic sucks. And I bought it anyway. So what does that say about me? It says you can shit in my mouth.
Shit in my mouth.
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight thinking about all these movies that we've been talking about. I can't.
When
Team
you
America.
watched Madam Web, everyone in the universe said it was. Everybody knew it. Their spider sense was tingling, and you're like, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe.
So I told all my buddies on Facebook. I said, you guys have to go watch Madam Web. I saw it, and Sydney Sweeney is completely nude in it. So I waited for a bit.
Oh my!
And people were like, "What? Really?" Like about 5-10 minutes passed. They're like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, she's nude in it." And even Steve's like, he's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, check it out, guys. You have to watch it for sure. I promise you." And then after a while, Steve's like, "No, she's not. Is she?" He's like, I was like, "Of course not, you morons. It's a Sony Spider-Man
movie. Yeah,
it's a Sony Spider-Man.
Wow.
Of course not." But it was so funny. I just waited to see, and then oh wait, are you serious? It's like, is that it? I was like, no, dumbasses.
No, use logic. Why would they release a mass-produced Sony big budget picture with nudity in it?
Phantom. I constantly lie about movies to get people to watch them. If they're bad, I'll be like, guys, this is all. Like I remember in iRobot, I said,
Yeah.
I was like in iRobot, I was like, oh, that giant robot statue comes to life and attacks everybody, and then it starts destroying buildings, and it's like it becomes like kaiju movie at the end. I was like, we'll tell people that just because it was that was like it was okay, I guess, but it wasn't really good.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh yeah, it comes to life at the end, and then I think that became a thing. I think people were like, didn't that robot come alive and destroy buildings? I was like, no, I just lied about that.
As soon as we saw it in the theater, we both saw that together. As soon as they showed that big statue, J-Man turns to me and says, "We're gonna tell everyone that statue comes alive." Right?
Yeah,
we knew it wasn't gonna, because like, why would that? And it's too cool. But like at the same time, I remember at the end of the movie, you're like, why would they show us that big statue if it's not going to come alive? And I'm like, I don't know.
I get pissed. I get upset at things that should have happened. That it's like it made more sense to me. I'm like, why didn't that thing? Because that movie was just dull. And it's like, it's like in the book is several short stories. Like the iRobot book is a bunch of stories. It's a book of stories, right?
Yeah.
And I guess they just picked the one story. I mean, the movie's okay.
The better one, of course.
Like it's fine. I don't hate the movie, but I'm just like, there's nothing cool in this movie, so whatever. And they're not doing it. They're not Star Trekking it. They're not really talking about,
No, it's
you
not
know,
a serious adaptation of the
it's
book.
not a serious adaptation. They're just being goofy, right? So I was like, well, if you're going to be goofy, make that giant robot thing come to life and start destroying shit or whatever. My two favorite Jaws movies are Jaws 1, because it's a legitimately good film. And my second favorite is Jaws 4, because they're just like, no, let's just make a stupid movie about the shark. I'm like, yeah, perfect. Either you make a legitimate good film like Jaws, but Clobby, are you with me? Either make a legitimate good movie. Like, see, Jaws 2 is poopy. Yeah, it's like, it sucks, right? But Jaws 4 knows it's garbage. So then they just say, let's make a 90-minute movie about a giant shark eating everything. I'm like, perfect. That's the two. Either you make a legitimately good film or you make a goofy movie, right? Make it goofy. Then I like.
But Bob Haney wrote that one because it was the shark wanted revenge on.
I love it. It's brilliant.
It's so bad.
No, yeah, Jaws 3 is fine. It's dumb, and Jaws 3 is fine, but it's not dumb enough. That's the problem. It's not. It's a bit dumb. It needs to be more dumb.
Jaws 3
so it falls.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Jaws 3.
Yeah, they took it to heart when you think, because they've made now 50 different shark movies with different types.
I love it. I love the shark attack movies or whatever. Hey, Chris, what's going on?
Hey.
All right. Look at all these fruits here. So now this is White Last sets up a thing like if you this is a bit weird. It's like if you try to grab these fruits, I'll explode. Yeah, Jaws 3D. I mean, I don't know how old I was as a kid when I saw Jaws 3D, but I literally said, I'm like, I guarantee you this place is going to be destroyed by this shark in 2 seconds. Who builds an underground world underwater world where you know that shark's breaking through this sucker?
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's just like,
no, I don't think so. Joe Dog, once Dazzler's done, I got to focus heavy on, I want to do Legion and Fantastic Four and just go and just bang those suckers out. Dazzler I'm doing just for fun. I do have the entire Teen Titans on digital, and I have New Teen Titans #1 in physical form. I actually have that comic, but I'm not going to do it.
There's a Dazzler omnibus coming out end of the year. I think it's October or something.
Yeah. It's okay. I have every individual issue. I'm not going to get
it's the entire thing anyways, because there aren't that many. Yeah.
Okay, so if he eats this fruit, she will explode. It's like, okay. So he's like, eat it. You need more. You need more. No, I don't. Wham.
It looks like tomatoes to me.
Yeah.
They do look like tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
This comic was so bad, people are going to be throwing rotten tomatoes at them.
Well, I guess you're over your addiction now. That's how it works. Yes, it does. And in the end.
Wow. Wow. He's over it. It's over, Johnny. Nothing is over.
They solved the addiction crisis. That's right here in this comic.
That's it. We're done. See how easy it is, kids? If you get addicted to drugs or to alcohol or to smoking or to bad comic books, all you have to do
fruit pies.
Or Frosted fruit pies. All you got to do.
Just have your girlfriend lie to you and then punch a bald guy, and you're done. It's incredible. It's a miracle cure.
I think if this had happened when I was a kid and this girl's like, you can take your but if you take your comics, I'll explode and be like, you're dying. It's like, I'm
well, yoink. Like,
see you later.
Yeah.
All right. Superboy. Number 158. I might have this one. Let me see. Let's see if I have the Superboy. Let me check my notes here.
I have that one. Love it. I love that Gil Kane cover on that Green Lantern.
Anytime I'm on a stream, I just get nailed with like emails and messages. Oh, there's an update on the Deathstalker thing too. Let's check Superboy. I have a Superboy list. Nope. Superboy 158. Do I have Superboy 158? Why, yes, I do. I own this issue. Yay. Green Lantern. This I don't own. I think I only own 24 Green Lantern comics.
That's classic Gil Kane cover.
I never read any classic Green Lantern stuff at all. The only Green Lantern comics I've ever read is literally it was like last year or the year before, where Grant Morrison did 24 issues, season 1, season 2, did 12 issues, then another 12 issues. that's the only comics I own of Green Lantern and that I've read. Never read any classic Green Lanterns. I don't know why that character never spoke to me as a kid.
I love him.
I love green. Green's my favorite color. I've read more Alan Scott than Hal Jordan at this point in my life.
I love Alan, but Alan's my man. Back when the Global Geek Gang was something, but we're doing that in the daytime for Thursdays. We did 2 consecutive days of a Green Lantern roundtable. Had a bunch of people on there, including Robert Burnett came on the second.
Wow.
We all went ape on Green Lantern. We loved him.
So what's a good place to start? Like just Silver Age Green Lantern #1?
I would, because it's, like I said, you could handle it with his first appearance. I mean, obviously you've been reading the Alan Scott stuff. Julia Schwartz came along and introduced he ushered in the Silver Age with Barry Allen and Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
And I love Hal. He's the greatest Green Lantern of them all, bar none. And he's the best for me. And anyone else just disagrees. It's wrong. Hal's the best. And that's just easy. Go with the John Broome, Gil Kane run with there, and then you'll eventually get to the O'Neill Adams, and then O'Neill and like the Grell run. And after a while, there's some other runs I wasn't all that fond of. But again, I don't know if you'll get into him or not. But I mean, he's one of my pieces right up there at my top. I love Hal Jordan.
Yeah, I think I've got them. I think I have them all. If not, I'll check. I'll have them by tonight. If I don't have them, but all right, Clubby, what's the credits on this one?
Alrighty. Action Comics, number 379. We have a nifty Kurt Swan, Neil Adams cover. But our story, of course, is Legion of Superheroes. One of us is an impostor. Written by E. Nelson Bridwell, the great E. Nelson Bridwell. Penciled by Win Mortimer. Inked by Murphy Anderson, though. Letters, Milt Snappin, and editor Mort Weissingface.
All right. This was a crazy Superman story that started out a bit kooky, but then kind of became awesome.
That was written by Leo Dorfman, I believe it or not, who wrote. His claim to fame, he did some comics, of course, but he used to write a bunch of those Filmation Superman cartoons.
Oh yeah.
Something about the art in this one of the that one. Kurt Swan should never be inked by Jack Abel. Personally, I think he's awful. That's just me.
Yeah.
But anyway. So.
All right, let's get to the Legion. All right. This should be Legion now. All right. One of us is an imposter. Now, we haven't had one of these in a while. So I always, anytime I get one of these stories, I always talk to my wife. I'm like, oh my God, one of them's an imposter. This is so crazy. What's going to happen? So I said, I'm like, let me tell you who's in it, and you can see if you can guess the imposter. She guessed.
No.
It was. I was like, here's everybody in this issue. I said, who's the imposter? She's like, this person. I was like, you're right. And she guessed it. Now let's see if anyone else can guess it. And I do have a poll up for what kind of stories you guys have been. Oh, this is a great poll. 16 votes. This is a great poll. What Legion story are you missing? So one with an imposter. So 12% of you are going to be happy tonight. One with a new villain, 31%. One with the subs, 38%. I've been missing them. And one where a weak character shines, so 19%.
I voted subs.
Yeah, me too.
I miss my subs.
Yeah, I missed the subs big time. Today I'm drinking from Superboy. I also have Polar Boy, but I'm drinking from Superboy today.
Niceness.
I voted subs. Yeah, the subs are
classic. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Hair pulling girls. Come on, ladies. All right. We're having a meeting here. Now, Warhammer 40K didn't go well last week. Ultra Boy got pissed off and threw the board out into space because he lost his men. He lost a battle. So now we have to recreate an entire. No, okay, that's not what they're talking about. Emergency. One of us is an imposter. It's like it's time for some action. Yeah. Emergency. Condition red. Emergency. The computer alarm. One Legionnaire in Clubhouse. One Legionnaire in Clubhouse is an imposter. Repeat. One is an imposter. One of us a phony.
Oh no.
Computer. Identify the imposter. Analysis of data shows that imposter is
If you just skip the context, you just say this person. It's like the analysis of data. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, let me see if I could use the same amount of syllables.
Syllables.
Emergency,
Analysis.
condition red.
That's 4 right there.
Right. This person is an imposter. There, I'm done. It's like repeat. One is an imposter. Well, just say it.
Yeah.
Don't spray it.
You.
Say it.
I knew it was you. I always thought it was you. Yeah. This is a club dread or whatever.
Yeah. Club Tread's pretty funny. There's some funny
It's pretty
parts.
funny, yeah.
Yeah, there's some funny. Yeah, you. I knew it was you, and they won't say the name because then the audience will know it. It's like you. I knew it was you. I thought like from the beginning it was you.
They're hiding under their bed, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna find out." And it's like you, and then he dies. It's like, what the hell?
It was you all along. Yeah. It's like it's so sad. Oh, I got a good one. Oh, I actually have a good one for that. Where is that one? Oh shit, that's good. All right. Emergency. The imposter is, damn it, it's been sabotaged. Now we got to find out who the imposter is. Attention. Wait a minute, how's this working? Attention. The villain called Sunburst is robbing Metropolis Mint. Attention. Let's go.
What, can that computer not say who the imposter is?
Computer, the other computer broke down. Can you just say who the imposter is? And also, how did the computer know that this was an imposter? And also, the imposter's been here for a while.
Any questions? Like, goddamn.
It's like Landrew.
What's wrong with you? No.
Landrew.
I think that computer only detects what's going on outside. The other one detects what's going on inside. So that guy's like, there's shit going on out there.
Indoor computer, allow me to speak. There's shit happening outside. And the indoor computer's like, but there is an imposter here. I know, but there's also a bad guy outside. I know, but there's actually an imposter here. Okay, why don't you tell them who the imposter is? Then I'll tell them about the danger outside. Okay, I agree with that. Okay, there's an imposter. Damn it. All right. So this guy's trying to break into the mint. I don't like a mint. What other flavor you got?
What other flavor you got? Good one.
Trying to break into the mint here.
Chico.
Yep. Sunburst. I'm Sunburst. Are one of you guys Sunboy? Well, no. Well, I really wanted to go against him. Well, the writers didn't think of that till after, so
that's
sorry.
why they gave me such a goofy costume. I knew I was never coming back ever.
My big clown collar. It's like
I like my collar. I'm a clown.
Big, real big.
Real big. Wait a minute. I can't see much. Only that Sunburst will be defeated by his own power. Well, I guess that's not helpful. Yeah. Listen, Troy, more unhelpful advice from you. Get off the bridge. I can't. She either just says what's obvious. I sense that they're lying, and Picard's like, "Yeah, I picked up on that." Thanks.
I sense trepidation. I sense it's like, okay, well, I mean, is this why you're on the bridge?
Yeah, it's like, or I can't sense anything from them. Okay, so look, you're useless. You're please leave.
Geordi goes to Guinan for all his advice.
Guinan is the ship's counselor.
Yeah,
she really way better. Yeah,
my wife literally turned to me and she's like, "Wait a minute, is Guinan the counselor?" I was like, "No, she is. She may as well be. Guinan might as well be, but officially it's Troy." And then she loses her ability. in that one episode, she's like, I have to resign. I'm like, what a loser you are. It's like, didn't you take any courses? Like, she sucks.
Yeah, you're only relied on your non-power. It's
Yeah.
like, lady, you were never any help in the first place. So you could
No.
stay
She
if you
stinks.
want, but we're just
But-
humoring you, really.
All right.
Yeah, and then they change their power all the time. That's what Ocala's noticed many times. Like she's supposed to be an half
Empath.
half telepath empath, like she's half human.
Okay, Romulans are my favorite. I played Star Trek Online. I was a Romulan. I love Romulans.
Yeah,
This is yeah. The Romulans are hiding something, right? Like,
Yeah.
like it's like, what do you have behind your back, Romulan? Nothing. See, look, I'll show you both hands. See, I'm holding nothing. It's like we can literally just turn you around and see. Well, I'm still not hiding anything. Like they always lie. Like.
Yeah, Roddenberry might have had something in mind with that character, but writers could never figure it out. So
no, they just used it anytime they needed a crutch type.
yeah.
Quote
right.
unquote telepath. Anyway,
Yeah,
I want to know why
telepath.
Lightning Lad's hair got like electric there.
Yeah,
What's
what?
firing the lightning thing? I mean, when did that ever happen before?
This is all goofy shit. They can't hit the target. Like, oh, I dodged it. You dodged lightning? Like, okay, lightning's pretty fast. Wait a minute, better turn off the juice there, lightning boy, because you're breaking through the thing. This looks cool. Batman, like this guy's, what the hell is this? Martian
The
100
Masquerader.
plane.
Masquerade, a paper masquerade, masquerade.
Nice cover.
It's the only Masquerade song I know.
I use my element changing power, which is coming out of me like goop or something. Like, I don't know what.
Gas.
And
Like-
spewing out of his head.
Soaring
I don't understand here.
Soaring satellites. I missed him.
They're all temple touchers and arm casters. That's what Rob Liefeld calls the original X-Men. They all touch their temples or cast their arms out. It's
Like that, yeah.
it's like, we're okay. So, anyways, and then he makes this acid. Oh, I missed too. It's like, God damn it! It's like, okay, this guy's he's like his dodging capability. Like, what is this? The super dodger?
Yeah.
Like, I don't. This guy's a Dodgers fan.
He rolls like perfect every time.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Monel, are you okay? Sorry, honey. I forgot to take my pill.
Oops.
Oops.
Oopsies.
I think
What, you
I'd
90?
be.
Like,
Yeah.
You got to take your pill.
Hey, honey, you know that pill that if I don't take, anything will kill me? Like,
It's detrimental to,
Like-
it's like you will die.
it's like, we are going to die.
Yeah.
It's
Dun,
like.
dun, dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, 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 dun.
Going to
Wait, don't leave me. I'm just going to get your pill, you dumbass.
Jesus.
Here comes the big punch. I'm going to use my shadow powers on you. Everything's black. Nice work, Shadow. Last night I can punch his face out. All right, we did it. But hold on a second. You aren't really Mon-El. What? Yeah, Mon-El wouldn't forget to take his pill, dumbass. Well, hold on a second. I really did forget it. Wait a minute, Dream Girl. How do we know you're not the one? Because I said that this was going to happen. Yeah, but you said the Element Lad. Well, wait a minute. It's Element Lad because now he sucks all of a sudden. Wait a minute. It's Lightning Lad because he sucks too.
Yeah.
Well, we've come to the conclusion that 4 of us suck and 1 of us is an imposter. How are we going to tell who the imposter is? Oh, the one who doesn't suck. That's the imposter. That's what I took out of this story. The one who didn't suck.
The one who actually did something to defeat the villain.
Yeah.
Right.
He's got to be in on it somehow. So,
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
It is common knowledge that Sunburst has super dodging ability. And the only power he didn't dodge was the shadow casting power. So therefore it's Shadow Lass. Okay, you got me. It's like you couldn't have dyed your hair, black. Like, nope.
you
No, you
disguise
didn't,
yourself perhaps, or No, it's that Mark Dosco or whatever the guy's name was from the last one.
Alex
Wait,
Carlos or something.
Alex something. I'm gonna look up his name and memorize it for every time some bullshit villain comes along. It's like, like what the hell is that, man? It's like random made up man. It's like, oh, okay. And I think he's in jail now again. The end.
You want some advice? Take your fancy clothes and your black silk underwear and go back to Disneyland.
Black silk underwear.
The greatest actor of all time, except for all the other ones. That's not true. He's not quite as bad as Seagal. Well, it's close.
No. Seagal's the worst, Clobby. Don't even start me on this one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
No. We're well, in JCVD, in the movie JCVD, he did a very good job in that one. But as acting,
I'm sure he's Olivier.
Yeah, no, he was very good. Watch.
He was very good in that.
He was good in that, but it was in French, so it was in his actual language. Look up JCVD Van Damme scene or something. It's a great scene where he basically just like talks about like how garbage his what a garbage person he was and stuff like that. It's awesome. And it's acting, but it's also a little bit real because that movie was about him playing himself. It was a good movie, and he is good at it. Seagal is awful. He is the worst actor of all time. But I do like Seagal anyways. He's funny.
It's Alec Corlo. I'm gonna
Alec Corlo. All right, write it down. It's Alec Corlo. No,
Alec Corlo.
You see, I figured it was her because she was the only one that actually hit the villain, and we suck so badly, and he has super dodging that they must have been part of. She must have been in on it. Oh, I see. And then he was going to use this device to come in and spy on us, right? But look, what about the prediction? It's like, yes, but it was his own powers because they were working together. Oh, okay. And it's like, well, here's. Did you really think it was me, Ma? Now it's like, no. Did you really think that girl was me? It's like, well, she was kind of hot, but you're hot too, so it's all good. Like that's it. The end.
And that's the adventure.
It's over. Yeah, these backups, they're different. You notice who you haven't seen yet. Superboy.
Oh, we haven't seen. Oh, yeah, we haven't seen Superboy.
Like they're I'm not sure that we're going for. They didn't have like the epic type of feel. It's just different, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Having a mind reader. Yeah, it's like Saturn Girl. It never worked. He's blocking his thoughts. It's like, oh, I think this person's blocking their thoughts. Groan. It's like, okay, Saturn. It's like, Saturn Girl, is he blocking your thoughts? Of course. Okay, go back to reading your Vogue magazine. Okay. It's like, and now Dream Girl comes in. I sense there's going to be an adventure. Thanks, Dream Girl. It's like, I sense there'll be a villain. Thanks, Dream Girl. You're awesome. It's like, come on, people. Oh, I got to get rid of that bar. There you go. So the next ones are just Action Comics. So let's do 4 of them. So I'll put it up.
Smaller, yeah.
So those are the next 4. They're just the next 4. So 380, 381, 382, 383. I'm looking forward to these because it gives me an excuse to read Action Comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's true. There you
go. And then the new villain. Gotta keep that. Let's rename that as Jaws Crypto. There you go. Superboy. Superboy. What are you gonna do now? So it's gonna be the next Action Comics, which we're gonna do.
The next 4?
The next 4. So okay. 380, 381, 382, 383. Here's a sneak
Roger.
preview.
Roger
The
Wilco.
Confessions of Superman. I robbed the U.S. Mint. Uh-oh.
Or Leo.
He did it all.
Clark Superman Kent.
Clark Superman Kent.
You'd be happy now you're back to Jimbo. So.
Well,
Wow.
so there you go. That is that. So let's remind everybody quick that tomorrow is Dazzler. Really excited about Dazzler.
Yeah.
And then, oh man, Born Again. Finished it yesterday, almost in one
Nice.
sitting. Almost read the entire
Nice.
thing in one sitting.
Love it.
It's awesome. It's pretty. Even though it's a pretty, we're gonna do it in one stream, so we'll go a little bit quicker.
Cool. It's one story in a sense. I mean,
It's one
Nick
story.
Nick and I did it one night, and a couple years back, and we did the one stream. It's cool.
So yeah, we could definitely cover it. It's awesome. There's a lot going on. Clobby, you think this is Frank's best?
It's one of the greatest comics I've ever read. In my opinion, it's just he's never come close to it. I love that. For example, what we just did, his regular run in that regular series, which was really great and all that stuff. In my opinion, and the reason it's a story for sure, but it's also one of the greatest comics I've ever read because the way. I mean, if you look at other Mazzucchelli stuff, although Batman Year One's pretty impressive, somehow the way he worked with Frank on this one, the two of them just collided to make one of the most beautifully told stories, just visually in comics I've ever seen. And the story is brilliant. I mean, to me, it's in my top 10 all-time favorite stories.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Representing the story and the art. Just that's my opinion.
Yeah. Yep. So we're gonna go through it on Friday.
It's a masterpiece. Never good.
Oh yeah, it's a masterpiece. It's crazy. It's really well done. We're gonna go through it. We'll go faster, but still try to show everybody. So just to make sure that we're showing everything. The story it's very easy to understand what's going on in the story. So there's not gonna Frank has he's got this way of doing it where like the story is really good and there's a lot of like things going on, a lot of nuance going on, but it seems to be it flows nicely and it reads well. Like it's like I actually did read it long time ago. So I got the digital copy and I opened it up and I thought it was 178 pages. Like, wow, I was like, I got to start reading this. This is going to take me forever. And I read 100 pages in the first sitting and then 78, and wherever it ended, 96 or I don't know where, so I read the first 100-ish and then finished it the next day. And I'm like, wow, like I could have finished it that night. It's just that I started late and usually Sunday nights I watch a horror movie. So I was getting late on my movie. So then I had to stop reading it, but I could have read it, the whole thing in one sitting. It's very easy to go through. Okay. Well, tonight, Clobby, I know you. Oh, I put Steven's link up. I wanted to put Clobby's link up. Well, we can put Steve's link up. Why not?
Yeah.
We're friends with Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Check out Steve's got a bunch of books up. So check Steve out. He's got some books going up. I've got I'm working on one, and actually I had an epiphany that I'm going to take one of my short stories and rewrite the whole thing in a longer form. So that's coming out. I've got my fantasy story coming out, and then I've got my Giallo thing coming out. The story that I'm rewriting is going to be a Giallo inspired. So I'm going to have 2 Giallo stories coming out. I've been like hardcore hitting the Giallo movies, so it's like I've been inspired. But all right, Clobby, what's going on tonight?
Well, it'll just be kind of an open Monday night March Comics talk. Got nothing. Been so busy. I haven't had no chance to really plan for anything, so we'll probably just sit there and talk to my friends in the chat about anything they want, as long as it's comic books, of course, because it's comic book, comic book talk.
Awesome.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Anything else? You got a bunch. Well, you've got something every day, right? So Tuesday you're on.
Well, Tuesdays and Thursday nights I'm on Midnight Edge After Dark with Tom and that gang. It's at 6 Central, and Wednesday nights sometimes Loki has a comic roundtable on 7. My good buddy Stone Loki. I do that. But I have my wild card Wednesday nights as well, which is open geekness, unless I have a topic stuff shoved in there somewhere, which I don't this week. And on the Clubhouse this week, Clavius Clubhouse Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Central, with Raquel, my wonderful first officer Raquel, and the great chief engineer Mark D with the C. We always we're reviewing Blake 7, and
Yes.
so we've got the episode Trial, and then this week we're reviewing the very first Darren McGavin Night Stalker film, the TV movie, the first one that there were 2 TV movies and there was a TV series. I don't know if you've ever seen Kolchak.
Yeah,
I know. I've never seen any of it, but I know it.
I love it. It's in the first. They're really great. And Raquel, we got Raquel to watch the first movie. There were 2 TV movies. First, it was a TV movie.
Yeah.
And then there was a second one. Then they had 20-something episodes of the series, and that's one of my favorite shows from back then. Kolchak, the Night Stalker of the series, Darren McGavin's terrific.
Yeah.
Love it. Great stuff. Yes, and no, I know it sounds like me liking horror, right? But it was a show. It was,
yeah.
So there's that. We'll be reviewing that as well. And the usual Friday nights here with you guys and with Nick and the gang, although he's not having one this week. And then this Saturday night Star Trek.
Cool.
Awesome. All right, Sean. Let's make sure that we're subscribed to Sean. He's past 1,000 now. He's climbing to 1,200, I think.
Nice.
Should be 1,200
I'm
soon.
past 1,100 now. So I'm monetized. I got monetized yesterday.
Oh, cool.
And I've been going through all that stuff. And at some point, I'll be doing memberships, but I'm looking through all that and what I want to do with that. But yeah, so my first foray into all this stuff, it's pretty exciting. I've been posting a video a day, mostly comic reviews. I've got more DVD stuff coming, and I've got other ideas. And tune into my channel, Deceptron77. I don't think I have anything planned for this Saturday. I'm probably going to cool it for a bit, and but post something every day and grow the channel a bit more.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Yep.
All right, people. Well, thank you to all everybody in the chat, to all the Legionnaires, the members. We appreciate it. That's it. Hopefully, we see you tomorrow for Dazzler, because we are going to give Dazzler some love. But you have to be here Friday for Born Again. This is like a big one. This is a big one on Friday. So this is going to be probably the biggest one we've done. And then Fantastic Four, they're all going to be huge after that. But the first year of Fantastic Four is unbelievable. So you'll have to be there you'll have to be there every Friday. But for Daredevil, you definitely have to be here for Born Again, even more so than Man Without Fear, which I still like. Man Without Fear. But Born Again, you have to be here for Friday on that one. Dazzler, come on in. It's a lot of fun. It's just kookiness, but you cannot miss Born Again for sure. And then 1 week from today, back with more action. Comics. So there you go. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you for watching, and we will hopefully see you tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then hopefully for Friday. Until next time.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.